a dad in dad's shoes and dad's shorts watching from behind, disapprovingly. It's sorta, maybe kinda, and then
he's impressed.
No, yeah,
He's impressed.
picks him up, and one guy picks up the other guy and slams him through the table. I mean, and they're full Zubaz pants, jerseys, face painted, blue and red Bills colored wig on, slamming a sad Bills Bears fan through a table. Now, because he sent this and extended this invitation to me to join the Bills Mafia, because I'm on the fence about the Browns. What shoelaces? I don't pronounce GIF wrong. You pronounce it wrong, buddy.
I say GIF too.
You're saying GIF.
I'm not mad at it.
GIF, you're wrong, pal.
I say GIF all the time, and he tells me it's GIF, but I say it's GIF.
I say GIF.
Either
way, let us not get off track here.
Ooh. My bad, boss.
Phil wants to be a Buffalo correspondent. Now, the rules for being a correspondent are that you have to usually send in some sort of credentials to be a correspondent. You got to show me what you're doing, what you got. What you got at the dispensary?
Yeah, we don't necessarily want to call it the evidence, but hey.
Yeah, show what you're doing. You know what it means. If you're, that's the kind of the whole point of it. So we'd like to show you on the map. We want to show what you're up to. Like the hoodie in Louisville, he showed off his plants he's growing. He didn't want to show himself toking, so he showed off some plants that he's growing. So my question is, I say yes, he should just be in just because he gave me the invitation to the Mafia. And obviously, if he wants to be a correspondent, it means he probably burns.
What, this is invite for invite?
But with that, almost, I'm kind of like, why not? I feel like I should, he was kind enough to extend that invitation to me. Why not just let him in? You know, everybody in that tailgate is getting lit. They're burning down before, while they're there, and afterwards.
But you're not allowing all the criteria. See, the criteria for you and Bills Mafia require that you receive an invite. You got that.
Yeah.
The criteria to be a correspondent is you got to send that photo. Well,
it's an open invite, though. There's criteria to be able to join the club. It's an open invite to anybody who wants to join the club and become a correspondent.
Yeah, that's part of our rules, right?
There are criteria within that invitation for me to ultimately decide whether you should represent.
Did you meet that? This GIF don't count.
I tell you what,
because this GIF ultimately disqualifies him. The idea that he needs
a photo on the map.
No, he needs a photo on the map. But if he's trying to use this GIF as qualification for being a correspondent, that don't match up, and it definitely doesn't match up to my values, to my principles of you being allowed to be in Bill's Mafia.
Maybe we ought to go to one of the correspondents and see what they have to say. Mikey, what say you? You're on another dumb show. Mikey?
Yeah.
What's up? What do you think? Should he...
Dude, no, he can't just jump the line because he gave you an invite to the Bills Mafia.
Exactly.
What if it's the kind of guy that smokes weed with you and the whole time he looks at you and goes, "Are you high yet? Are you high yet?"
We don't know nothing about the weed smoking Phil here.
What if he gets every blunt wet that he smokes and he can't roll? And oh my God, dude, what if he uses a lighter rung? There's all kinds of things.
Okay, so you're worried he's he'll be a poor correspondent to represent. Why do you care? You're not from Buffalo. What do you care? You worry about the correspondents looking bad.
Yes, absolutely. I set the bar for correspondence.
And that's also true. State representation.
That's a high bar.
Too.
That's a very, very, very high bar
hey,
when it comes
careful
to
with the puns, Larry. You'll get excited.
It's still state representation too. Like
it is in state.
They share in a state here. He should have a say.
Well,
and if Mikey say no.
I would love to hear from Phil. I would love if Phil 844.
Hey, I tell you what, Mikey doesn't. But if you send in some evidence,
I would love to hear.
Let's see what you're smoking. Let's see your glass.
Okay, 844 hit Dumb 844-448-3862. Thank you for ruling on that, Mikey. Okay, so what do you guys think? Maybe we'll leave it up for debate. People want to call in, let me know. They can let me know. If they don't give a shit, then whatever. But I think. I'm leaning 99% towards a yes. Unless
just because you got an invite.
I tell you what, unless there's another person from Buffalo that comes along, from Buffalo who has a better
application,
something. Oh boy, guys. Well, I think we actually have a very quick. We got a very quick listener here, guys. We got a guy. Can you see my screen over here, my friend?
Oh, I can't. Do you want me to go to it now?
You're gonna have to. Phil. Phil, I am quickly emailed in. He must not be able to get in on the phones, but he has quick access to the email, and he was able to send quickly some evidence and proof. Now that actually might actually knock him down a few pegs.
Why? I mean, why is that?
Because usually stoners we're a little slow, a little behind on everything. This guy was quick, so maybe he's actually going to be a great correspondent. He's a stoner and he's on his shit. He cares that much
about being a correspondent that he said, "I need to fulfill my duties," and he knew what he needed to do.
I kind of agree with what you're stating, though. The fact that he may not actually be the smoker we think he is. That may be somebody else's jar. He was very active.
We can't do that because we didn't say you don't have to prove that you're smoking it yourself. I wouldn't want anybody to incriminate themselves. Who am I to do that? But no, I think Phil, I am after that.
Fine. And photo. Let me see that photo again.
I think that counts.
Let me see that photo again.
Okay, there it is. I can zoom in. I mean, it looks like some decent nugs too. Got some color in there and stuff like that. So,
that's a Firelands jar.
Okay. Oh, that's
like
that's
that
one
jar.
of the Is that Firelands? How are you able to tell?
Oh, those jars are totally recognized.
Very specific.
Very
specific. You can tell he's got either a cat or a dog or something too. Some hairs there. So, I'm going to go ahead and make a ruling. Phil, I am officially our Buffalo correspondent. We will add you to the map. Thank you. We appreciate it. I did see another email pop in real quick. It's from Randy. He said, I'd like another Dumb Show logo, black with long sleeves and a crew neck sweatshirt as well. Jeez, wow. Okay, well, that's
a lot. That's black with long sleeves?
Midsummer, he's already thinking ahead for the winter. I like Randy. That's a smart guy. Okay, good for him. Okay. So we're off to a good start. Now, I did mention the Bills Mafia and the tailgating and the football and all that shit. That's where tailgating happens at football games. Yesterday, I brought up something that I forgot. I got squirrel moment. That should be a fucking shirt. Hashtag squirrel. Hashtag squirrel moment or something.
You might have kind of those.
I'm always off track.
Previously on another Dumb Show.
So yes, you guys, I had mentioned a while back while I was on Rover's Morning Glory. I think it was last summer, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I was at one of my son's baseball games, and I got a phone call from my sister, and my dad had been on a trip across the country on his motorcycle, riding from in Ohio to, I can't remember where he was going, somewhere in North Dakota or something like that, by Yellowstone or something. He loves riding up there in Wyoming, Montana, I think is where it was. So he's riding, goes to change lanes. He looks back over to his right to make sure it's clear. When he looks back in front of him, all the traffic in front of him stops. There's an accident that he couldn't see up ahead of him. And he changed lanes, and there were just wham! He hit the back of a pickup truck going 65 miles an hour on his motorcycle.
I thought it was a tractor trailer. It was a pickup truck?
It was a pickup truck. Okay. I mixed that up at first because my sister, I think that's what she told me.
When I first heard, I thought it was a semi, like the back of that shit.
No, it was thank God it was not a semi. He'd be dead if it was a semi. He hit a pickup truck, and because he knows how to ride his bike, when he went to turn, he just locked it up just enough to where I guess he was able to try to brace himself on his things when he hit it. Mm-hmm. So he hit the back of the pickup, flew over the truck, and then went 20 feet past into the berm on the other side. It's really weird where he ended up. I don't even know how.
So how awesome would it be if he just went into the bed of the pickup truck? Oh,
I'm sorry. Well, no. That's out of a movie, right?
You just hit it and just go right into the truck.
So he said when he hit, it was he described it as the loudest noise you'd ever heard. It was just that was the thing that stands out to him when he tells the story. It's so loud. It was just so loud.
Yeah.
So he hit that, and then thinking, oh shit, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
So he woke up on the pavement. just boiling because it was hot blacktop with blood all over the place because he was bleeding.
Does he know how long he was on the pavement?
Not too long, I don't think, because there was another accident literally like 5 cars up. Damn. They just literally came back to him. The cops were there by the time, so by the time it happened, he was on the ground out, and then, however long it took for them to get up to him, not too long, I don't think. So he ended up on the blacktop. Long story short, broken pelvis, broken wrists. That's, I think, but like broke his pelvis in 2 spots, piece of his vertebrae, but no like major internal injuries. Kind of like Darla when she got hit by the car. All kind of superficial.
Damn, everybody just getting hit by cars.
Stuff.
God, I gotta leave. I don't want everybody just getting hit by cars around you.
Yeah, that's 2. We're near the 3rd. Yikes. So now he went to rehab. He got back home, and now he literally was just in the hospital on Memorial Day weekend again because this guy, he kills me. My mom just got a big, huge promotion where she works. My mom, my dad, and my stepmom. I just call her my mom. So my mom got this big-ass promotion to work. So my dad doesn't have to work.
Oh, nice. Wow. Like that.
Now he does, though. He does it anyway, and he works at like a dry cleaner. And his big job that he has at the dry cleaner, in addition to paying for the stuff and taking the money and handing them their clothes, is he has to put those little foam things on the hangers. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, to prevent the little line, right?
No.
It prevents the line when it hangs on.
Oh, is that why that's on there?
Yeah.
I thought it was to not, if the clothes are a little wet, it doesn't get rust from the thing. I thought that's why that was there. But that actually...
It's the imprint. Yeah,
that makes a lot more sense now. So, thanks, Larry. I'm glad you got you around here. Fix the dipshit. So he is doing that. And in doing that, he's doing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these during the day.
That's not machined by now?
You'd think.
Damn.
You'd think you just buy those pre-done, but apparently it must cost more, so you just do it yourself.
Or stop buying wire hangers. Who the fuck still has wire hangers?
Dry cleaners.
Why?
Well, what are you going to put them in those big clunky plastic ones and run them through the heat thing?
I'm pretty sure there's a material that can, go through that by now. That doesn't have to be wire. Anyway, I'm sorry. Get back.
Either way,
what's he do?
He's getting pain in his wrists because he broke his wrists, and he's doing this stupid, tedious hand work. So what he's been doing is the doctor said when your wrists hurt, just take 2 ibuprofen every morning.
That don't sound like...
He doesn't. So he wakes up and he doesn't eat breakfast and then just pops 2 ibuprofen.
Wow.
So he gave himself... so he ended up in the hospital on Memorial Day weekend because he was experiencing blurry vision and he was starting to pass out. And they found blood in his stool. So they do a CAT scan and the thing that down your throat, and they find out that he's got ulcers.
Ulcer. Yep. That's
from the ibuprofen.
I was going to say ulcer. That's what happens when you don't eat.
So he's bleeding that much, though.
Eats the lining of your stomach.
But how big are these ulcers that you're bleeding that much that you're blurry vision and you're anemic and you're passing out and you have low blood pressure? I mean, Jesus. So apparently they just staple them shut while you're in there. And then from there, they let him out, and now he's out, and he's right back to working at the dry cleaners after he told me he was going to quit. So I don't know what to do about him. He's driving me crazy with that. I keep telling him that he's supposed to quit that, but that's the update to him. He's a stubborn old guy that won't change his ways and ends up putting himself in the hospital because he's doing a job that he no longer needs to do.
I bring him a bowl of oatmeal every morning, so he can take his ibuprofen.
Well, it's nice. He's so nice. He when I was telling him everything about you and I and working here, he has he got a settlement after his motorcycle because he's for the insurance covering the wreck. He did not get a new bike, and instead he wants to help us out somehow. So he said he wants to put in on another dump show to help us be successful, my man. So that's the update on the old man. Hopefully he'll be getting better soon. That's maybe we'll do a little.
Oh,
maybe you hit that sound.
No,
I'll
you
do
need
this.
to do a tab sound. That's like a like that.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Send
at
me
all.
all your sound
Well, let's do it for
suggestions.
today. We'll do it for today.
Hold
Ready?
on, hold on. Wait. I don't have it.
3, 2, 1. Second hour, always happy hour here on Another Dumb Show. Not bad. It wasn't bad. It was all right. Cheers to everybody here. Cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers
all around. Cheers around. Cheers to you at home. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. If you are participating in happy hour, do it responsibly. Don't be a dumbass and drive or any of that dumb shit. So, I did mention before the break, and I got a question here. Mustard Tiger.
What a name.
I'm not really sure what I did, but he claims I'm very selfish. He's done listening. Because dumb is so selfish. I'm paraphrasing because I can't find exactly what he said. But I don't understand what if anything after that last phone call from Diz, I'm obviously not selfish. I'll show off my girlfriend's hoots. I'll show you my girl's boobs. That's not a selfish person. I share the wealth.
No, you
I
won't.
spread the wealth.
No, you don't do that anymore.
It was the lower third too. You want that cleavage? There you
Whoops. I gotta make it not show.
I got yelled at during the break, man. She was like, "Yeah, you didn't really do it, did you?" And I'm like, just so you know, every guy, when they first meet a chick and you don't really think it's gonna work out because you're just kind of hooking up, you show the boobs to your guy friends. You just do it, and then
That's terrible.
Previously on Another Dumb Show.
a long email from Ziggy.
I saw this one and I got bored.
I got to be honest with you. Yeah, basically, long story short, Ziggy's saying, "I'm dumb from the old show on this show." Well, dumb from the old show is the same person, so I don't know how to change that. He's saying that basically, like, I get treated like crap on my own show because of what happened with B1 and stuff the other day, and he really dislikes B1. Really doesn't like her. Now, I don't mean this to pick on Izzy. I like Izzy or Ziggy. Excuse me. I feel. Did you you met Ziggy, right, Lou? Obviously,
Yes.
Yeah, Larry bailed. He met, so he wasn't at the.
Well, I met
meetup,
her. Wait a second now.
Ziggy was at the meetup.
That is correct.
And I felt like I just got this kind of anti-woman vibe from him, almost an incelish vibe. Am I wrong? Did you feel that at all?
I don't know. I don't think he came off maybe
I don't
like
mean,
that.
not like, and I don't mean
Maybe
that.
you were
like,
just-
If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry, dude. I really apologize. I really am sorry. I'm not trying to slam the dude.
Right.
But I just got this weird vibe, and then I got this email, and I went, "Oof!" I felt like this guy doesn't like women because he really went hard on B1. You agreed? Did you read the email? It's real long, and I don't want to read it verbatim. I mean, literally, it's a page. It's a page long. I don't want to read the whole email.
You
No, I
should
really
get some
don't.
excerpts.
So, he says take a step back. Don't stress about how people see you. I don't. I don't. That's the complete opposite of what he was saying at the beginning, though. It's very weird. He wants me to not care or to care about how other people see me. Like I need to hold myself up here. But then he says down here, don't stress about it.
Yeah, the one thing I got from it
contradiction.
was that don't worry about how people see you, but I want you to know people see you this way. So the way they see you is like you're from the old show, but you're new. So don't be like the old show, but hey, be you. And don't care what they think, but they're gonna think it if they're not you or you being you. Right?
I don't know what you just said right there. That sounded like a dumb story, is what it sounded like. But he does have one good idea.
I just want to help you.
He says, and dealing with my temper and my rage issues, he says I should get a punching bag and put it up in the studio. When I feel I'm angry, get up and hit it 10 times. Not only will it let out the anger, but it will show everyone in the room, hey, it's getting out of hand, and we need to get back on. Oh, so instead of yelling at you guys, he wants me to get up and start punching things.
I like this.
I love that take control of the show. So so if you guys see, I did bang on the desk the other day, but I was yelling at myself because I kept saying a stupid phrase that drives me nuts when I say it. But no, he says he ranted a lot. You sure did. The reason he loved RMG is because of you. dumb. You had a personality like me and overcame so much in those 20 years. I just want to see you succeed and get what you deserve from this show and become the person I feel you want to be. Love you and love the show. Good luck. Happy 4th of July. Thank you. So, I do find it interesting that the thing that I took out of this was the punching bag thing. What a great idea. What a great idea.
Wait, how is that a great idea? This is...
Welcome to another dumb show. Breaking news that just came in here to the One Life to Play Another Dumb Show studios. The NFL has decided to come down and appeal the Deshaun Watson suspension.
What does that mean?
6-game suspension that came down from Judge Sue Robinson. Turns out that the NFL said, you know what, that 6-game suspension and that fine that you're going to get, that whatever, $1 million or $345,000 you're going to lose. We got something coming for your ass, Deshaun. So they have officially decided to. Sorry, I didn't have a light on there. We have the NFL has come down. They brought out a statement that said, on Monday. Hello, welcome to another dumb show. By the way, appreciate having you here. I am another dumb show host. Sorry, I got all excited. This news came down right before we started. Well, a couple minutes, maybe about 20 minutes ago. And sorry we're late, by the way. And we'll get into Deshaun stuff here in a sec. But, man, Dan.
Yeah.
I don't want to blame you for starting late, but it's kind of your fault.
Well, I had some things happen. We were trying to get some new stuff today, some new equipment.
Ellie just threw her head back like, what did Dan do wrong? Dan didn't do anything wrong. No, I asked Dan to run an errand for me because, man, I am really, hold on. I'm really salty right now. There's a few things that are really irritating me right now. Number one, when a website says something is in stock and then it's not. It's really annoying. And then you send somebody there and they it says it's in stock. You send somebody there and it's not. They're not. They walk around. The only thing that's in stock, the brand new item you look for, apparently is an open box item with a bunch of crappy broken ass wires and stuff hanging off of it. So poor Dan got sent on a wild goose chase. We should have been able to just, kind of plug and play, easy stuff, open the box, plug a few things in. We're ready to rock. Dan does a little sound guy stuff and we'd be up and rolling. But no, they lied, said it was in stock and it wasn't. So Dan was understandably very frustrated when he walked in here today.
Little upset. I was moping around the place a little bit.
Well, he was. What's the matter? You can't hear? Oh, okay. I'm hearing people's mic up. There we go. There we go.
Yo.
Oh, guys, sorry. Okay. Oh, yeah. Allie and Lou are here. Sorry. Hi, guys. Sorry, I'm distracted. All the Deshaun stuff. I'm pissed off because of this stuff.
We were speechless.
I got
obviously
things pissing me off right now. But Dan, thank you for running and doing that. I apologize. Sorry we're late, guys. SST called fashionably late. I promise we were aiming to be on time today, but stuff happens. What are you going to do? So, but back to Deshaun. If you want to cut over to me on my computer over here, Dan, I have a tweet from the NFL PR people. Said on Monday, Judge Sue L. Robinson, the independent disciplinary officer jointly appointed by the NFL and NFL Players Association, issued her ruling in the personal conduct policy matter regarding Deshaun Watson. Under the 2020 NFL-NFLPA collective bargaining agreement, the factual findings of the disciplinary officer are binding and may not be appealed. Judge Robinson found that Mr. Watson violated the NFL's personal conduct policy on multiple occasions and suspended him for 6 games. The CBA affords the NFL or an NFLPA the right to appeal the discipline imposed by the disciplinary officer. Such an appeal must be filed within 3 days and would be heard by the commissioner or his designee. The NFL notified the NFLPA that it will appeal Judge Robinson's disciplinary decision and filed its brief this afternoon. Commissioner Roger Goodell will determine who will hear the appeal. So the NFL says we are done with Deshaun Watson. And right as we got back in and went live, I found a few different tweets about this, and you can just cut to my screen if you want to understand. You didn't have time to pull these on our fancy tweet thing, but Diana Rossini from ESPN saying Watson's camp was unhappy with the 6-game suspension. They believe the number of games were too substantial. They continue to share that Watson did not do anything wrong. They have no comment on the league's appeal at this time. Then you move on to Judy Batista from the NFL Network. It says a source familiar with the appeal says the NFL is again seeking a full-year suspension for Watson. Then goes on, Jeff Darlington from ESPN goes on to say, I'm told the NFL is appealing for an indefinite suspension. That would be a minimum of 1 year. But perhaps more significant, given the structure of Watson's contract, a source tells me the NFL's appeal will also include a monetary fine. So money is now a significant part of the equation. Which brings me back to what I said was going to happen all along. Number one, well, not this, that I didn't say this, but this is now going to all end up, they're predicting Tom Pelissero from NFL Network. They're all saying this is going to go to, it's going to end up in federal court now. It could go out, this could get dragged out for months throughout.
Is that possible?
That's what they're saying, because now the NFLPA, who, originally said we're not going to fight this, they're definitely going to get involved now.
Oh, yeah.
So it could end up, they're saying, going to federal court. I heard something about Watson's people could actually file some sort of temporary restraining order to allow to keep people away from him so he could actually go to camp. I don't even understand all of that part. I got to dig into that more. But now that the NFL has decided they're going to punish him longer and they're going after now the money, this goes back to what I said all along, was that this has nothing to do with like the NFL trying to look woke and like look out for women. This is the NFL getting back at the Browns for destroying the whole contract structure. When they
finding the loophole.
Yes, you're right.
Finding the finding the loophole.
Exactly right.
Exactly, yeah.
The Browns, they went they were out of the Derby to get Deshaun Watson. Then they started doing some kind of not sneaky loophole moves.
Yeah.
To say, Deshaun, hey baby, come on over. We'll make sure that when you get suspended, you won't have to pay for it. And we'll make it real sweet for you here.
We'll take care of you.
Yep, we really do not give a flying F what you are accused of. So come on over, guy. So now the NFL has responded with, hey, you know what? You know how you gave $230 million guaranteed to somebody, which is absolutely unprecedented in the history of the NFL and completely destroys the contract structure that we have developed here? We are going to stick it to you real hard. Oh, now we're going to go after Deshaun. We're going to go after the guy that you banked your entire franchise on, gave up your whole future for. We're going to make you guys look like the biggest idiots possible. And that's all there is to it. The NFL is going after the Browns. This isn't about Deshaun Watson as far as I'm concerned. This is absolutely them going after the Browns. 844-HIT-DUMB, 844-448-3862. I see somebody was calling. I apologize. I hadn't opened up the phone screening software. So, yeah, give us a call back. I apologize for that. 844-448-3862. That's 844-HIT-DUMB. Let me know what you think about Deshaun Watson. If you agree that it's the NFL punishing the Browns and it has nothing to do with the woke movement. Allie, do you agree?
I feel like it's in total response to the female fan base.
Do you think so?
I think there was a lot of outrage about the abysmal, like not tough on him 6-game suspension. I think a lot of people didn't think that was enough.
You're a female Browns fan, and I wouldn't say a huge NFL fan, especially now at this point. You had said the other day.
Really in a hard place about it.
They're fighting back. So you back on the NFL train, and we'll see what happens when
I think we're going to see how this plays out, because it would be really disappointing to see them just kind of do this as a bait for some publicity. Like, look, we tried to be really tough. I think that sucks. I hope they actually do something about it.
Well, it seems as though that we'll find out moving forward which way it's going to go. But I think
this could be detrimental for the Browns, man. You could ruin a franchise.
Oh, they've really done it. It's just crazy that they finally started making moves. You know what I mean? All these years I've been waiting for them to make moves, and then
we had a little glimpse at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, the move they make,
all our eggs in this basket.
Yeah,
it's kind of a messed up basket.
It was a bad basket, a basket with a lot of holes in it. They
Bad
said, let's
basket.
throw it in this basket. Hi, you're on another dumb show. Who's this?
Hello, Dom.
Yo,
Sorry, I didn't know it was going to get on that fast.
I clicked the button. I went to go put you on hold and I actually picked you up. So, hey, buddy, you're on. Who's this?
You're going to hate, well, you might like me. Allie has the dumbest opinions, I think, on earth. I don't think you could have found a drier person to put on the show. Like, what the fuck, man? You gotta change that third chair, dude. That gun shit yesterday was killing me.
What's your name? Well, hold on. What's your name? First off, what's your name?
My name is Gun Owner 1.
No, really. What are you, Bob, John? What's your name?
Ryan. My name's Ryan.
Right on. So Ryan, if you're didn't hear yesterday's issue, this has nothing to do with Deshaun Watson. Yesterday we had
he needs to keep his gun away too, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. He's got a problem trying to show off his gun. That was a good one. At this point with Allie's allowed to have her opinion. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna kick somebody off a show for having an opinion. That's actually I want people to have an opinion.
And I just keep showing up.
She does just show up every day. I don't think I ever said keep coming back, but she's just here. So.
I'm officially nothing, really.
Well, I don't think. Well, that's actually the opposite of dry. I would argue what you're saying. There's, she has a fiery opinion is the opposite of dry.
I think I tried to keep it pretty chill for you guys. Sorry if you couldn't swallow it, but
if you guys disagree with it, that's one thing. But to say that she's dry or
the minority, so she has to be louder. Well, this country wasn't founded on listening to the minority. This country was founded on listening to the majority, and that's why the majority of us carry guns.
I don't think you know what a democracy is, because we're a democracy because we try to honor the minority voice as well.
No, we're a democracy.
Well, that's why not every seat in House. If we voted and then our House was full of all the same side, then that would be a majority rules. No, we get each seat voted in, and we get to be a huge House of Representatives
and
in the Senate.
Vote from there, ass. We have a representative democracy.
Do you know how?
Not a direct democracy.
Oh, no, we do not have a direct democracy. No, we don't. I didn't say we have a direct democracy.
Well, this is boring. I don't want to have a friggin' citizenship class debate here. That's boring to me. I don't want to get into all that. But
everybody thinks I'm already a PBS special, so I don't think call in with some facts if you'd like.
Myself though, because I'm cooking dinner. But just Allie, your gun opinion is stupid, and I would assume most of your other opinions are stupid too. Love you, Dom. Have a good day.
So far, what I've learned about you is pretty stupid.
Well,
thanks, Ryan. It's a stupid name.
It's a back and forth. You gotta appreciate her for her opinion.
Let her be.
I love that.
Come
on, man.
I have no problem with her letting out how she feels. That's
That's
I
awesome.
would much rather her say how she feels than sit here picking her nose.
Exactly.
But I do have some more. I have some tweets and some emails about old Allie here and her commentary yesterday regarding the 80-year-old heart attack suffering liquor store defending guy who sadly had to shoot an intruder. And Allie, she thought the intruder was the victim, and that upset a lot of people.
Putting words
yesterday.
in my mouth. I just said I think guns create victimized victims and violence.
Yes. Well, I don't want to rehash the whole thing because God will spend another hour on this. I don't want to do that. But speaking of, like you said, guns and Deshaun Watson, Trucker Stone, you're on another dumb show. What's up, Trucker Stone?
Hey, Dumb. Hey, here's your chance to jump off that sinking ship they call the Browns, and the Bills Mafia will welcome you with open arms for sure. Hey, jump that ship now, buddy. Jump it.
I tell you what, if there's a time to do it, this would be it. People, I mean, that's kind of, I guess that's a fair weather fan, I guess somebody would say. But is it the opposite? When it's bad weather, you don't go somewhere, right? You stay away. Fair weather, you go with it. Bad weather, you stay away from it. So I stay away from the bad weather. You know what I'm saying? I like a nice sunny day.
Correct.
So the Bills, the sun's shining on Josh Allen over there.
They're looking really good right now.
Yeah, it's a sunny day. They got a quarterback fighting defensive lineman. There's nothing that gave me a big giant football boner. I'm telling you, man. I say if you didn't see that little scuffle, did you see that scuffle in practice, Trucker Stone?
Yes, I did.
Oh, it was great. Josh Allen ran a little play up the middle. One of the defensive linemen kind of shoved him at the end of the play.
Yeah.
Josh Allen turned around and shoved him right back. The whole team jumped in. The linemen are defending the quarterback. I was like, that's football team right there.
Yeah.
That's training camp. That's good stuff. So we just got, Deshaun Watson, trying to look good, giving shoes away to little boys, like he's
signing autographs.
Yeah. So, well, Tucker Stone, who knows? Maybe I will at this point. I know I'm interested. I haven't heard from. We had Phil I Am had invited me to. I don't know if I even said this on the way. I had an invitation to go to a Browns Bills game at some point down the road. So I haven't really seen this dude since he sent that invitation. So I don't know if he's mad or if he stopped email or if he's just listening or shift change. I don't know, but I haven't heard from him since. So I don't know if I pissed him off. But Mikey, you're on another dumb show. What's up, dude?
What's up, guys?
Hey, man.
So, trucker, get off that bill shit, all right? If you jump ship, dumb, I hope you get eaten by a shark, all right?
Oh, screw you.
Damn. Worst fear. Damn.
Well, hey, I was talking about the Deshaun thing. I'm not going to rehash the thing from yesterday because I thought that created fucking awesome content. It really did. It was a great issue. That's what it's all about. Fighting and yelling and screaming. And now I love you, Allie. It don't matter the difference.
I just want people to offer their opinion. That's the job. That's what we're supposed to do here is have opinions about the things that we're watching. So
it was great.
If people disagree with it,
that's
like
that.
People disagree with it. Whatever. Get over yourself. I don't know. It doesn't mean go away. But what'd you think about Deshaun, my dude?
I don't get it. Like, how does the NFL and the Players Association come up with a deal now where anytime there's a punishment or anything like that, they bring in an arbitrator that's supposed to be biased, but then the NFL still has the ability to say, you know what? I don't like the arbitrator's decision, so now we're going to take control again completely, and then we'll hand out the fucking punishment.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know enough about the collective bargaining agreements to be able to answer that question, Mikey. And I'm very, again, it's very confusing. I could read, you might, Dan, if you want to cut here, you can see a little bit. It explains a little bit of one of the tweets that the guys put up. If you're gonna, I'm not going to read all that because it's a bunch of gobbledygook for legalese and stuff. Yeah. And so my fat tongue can't get through all that. I can say the lazy brown fox jumped over the tree or something, but
there you go.
This I can barely get through.
There was such an outcry after the 6-game suspension came down 2 days ago or whatever, because Calvin Ridley got suspended for a year for that small gambling thing.
Yeah.
So a bunch of players and a bunch of people started ruffling feathers about that. So of course the NFL has to make a little bit of a move, but I don't think it changes, man. I think it stays at 6 weeks.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. It's going to go a long, long, long way. Well, do you think it's the NFL trying to go after the Browns or look good for look for women, basically?
This is all PR. They're not going after the Browns. I mean, shit, if they were going after any organization, look what they just did to the Dolphins yesterday, man. Well, they smacked their PP with a ruler real hard.
Well, that's about the integrity of the game, and that's what the Calvin Ridley thing is too. That's you betting on the game. That's about integrity of the game. Personal conduct policy.
Yeah, but he's not playing. I get the gambling if you're playing in the game and everything like that. But the guy's out injured. He's not even playing. He's on IR when he's making the bets.
I listen. I get it. It's exactly. You could tell his buddy, "Yo, I got a bunch of money on this. You drop that ball, I'll hook you up with the $1 million I win on this game." So there's it's just a slippery slope, Mikey. And I just I think it goes back. The Dolphins got it bad because of the integrity of the game stuff. The Patriots would get in trouble for him. They get docked for integrity of the game violations. So. Two totally different things, the personal conduct policy and game integrity violations. Two very different things.
One more thing I wrote down on my little notepad because I'm still using the notepad.
Okay.
Nice. I like that.
The Josh Allen thing, man. Would you really want to see your $230 million investment getting into fights with defensive linemen on your second day of camp?
I did. I loved it. It shows he's.
I would fucking hate it, dude. I ain't never seen Tom Brady get in a fight.
As a fan, I get it. Oh, what are you talking about? He's almost gets in fights, but his offensive linemen come up and get in them fight. Josh Allen just turned around
during training camp.
I can kind of see that.
I'm actually okay with it. It was after the play. They just shoved each other. I mean, it was it did get when it did get into a big kind of mob scene and somebody jumped on the pile a little bit. So I do.
Yeah, that's what I didn't like. I mean,
I do see that
piling on like that. I mean, he can buckle everything like that. I don't know. We're such a young quarterback and a franchise that kind of looks promising.
But you know what it is, Mikey? I like the idea of you wouldn't ask. It's kind of like a general. You know what I mean? He wouldn't ask his teammates to do anything he wouldn't do himself.
Correct.
And so, if he's going to expect them to look after him, he's going to, if somebody shoves after a play, he's going to shove right back.
It's a big leader move. I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an alpha move. He's establishing that he's the man.
Word. All right, Mikey. Thank you. Appreciate you. I got a couple more people on hold here. Zach, you're on another dumb show. What's up, dude?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, just a heads up. I can't hear the other callers when I'm on hold. I can hear you guys just fine.
Oh, I thought we fixed that
can't hear the
problem.
other callers. It was fixed the last time I called in, which was probably yesterday or the day before. But
would have been fixed
today
if we got our gear.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. Blame the local music supply store. It's a franchise.
There you go.
That lies about what's on their on their website. But no, sorry about that. Maybe I accidentally picked up the wrong line too. That could be. I might have grabbed somebody on the wrong line too. So I apologize for that.
No big deal. Just figured I'd give you a heads up. I was just calling to talk about Watson, and
yeah,
I'm nervous about the Browns for this year. Now we got the ruling the other day, and I was kind of relieved, honestly, that we had an answer, and now it's back in limbo, and don't really know what's going to happen. And we had 6 games, and it seemed like we could probably recover from that without Watson. And now we might have Brissett for a whole season. I'm just not sure how it's going to affect our.
We're back to the old Browns. We have we're Jacoby Brissett, and then when he starts to suck, we start saying, we need to get Rosen in there. And then when he starts to suck, well, whoever the other third nobody is, it's just a bunch of crap again. It's so stupid. And I love that as much as Baker Mayfield drives me nuts and I think he's a cornball, I do love that he was able to get out of the dysfunction that is the Cleveland Browns. He
unified us somehow. For a moment.
There were some
season.
games. There were some games where you seen Baker running up the field, tapping his chest. Yeah, that fired everybody up. But remember, we have running backs, guys. We have halfbacks.
Oh yeah, we have a great team.
We kind of have like an island of misfit toys at this point. I hope it goes well.
I'm a little nervous about
a quarterback.
I'm a little nervous about the way the rest of the season.
Watson will be running too.
Yeah, they're gonna have to
he's a
change.
Mobile quarterback. He's going to be out of the pocket when he does play, whenever that is. So.
Do you think is there a chance he might not ever play a game for the Cleveland Browns? Is that possible?
It just got a lot more likely.
Yeah, you're right. It became very likely at this point, though. I think, especially if it starts going to federal court. And I mean, how long will that end up dragging out? I mean, this could just go on for.
What do we have him guaranteed for a year? Right, and then that was guaranteed.
I don't remember how long is his contract. 5 years, 4 or 5 years.
Oh yeah. He'll play his last year and then he's gone. But I can see this now. That's our luck.
Typical. Yeah, he'll
luck.
peak at that point again, and then we'll get rid of him. So, well, Zach, I apologize again about the phone thing. I'm not really sure what I was doing wrong there, but thank you for calling. I appreciate it, my dude. Hi, you're on another dumb show. Who's this? It's you.
Me.
75. It's you. What's up? Who's this?
Hey, how's it going? I'm Jay.
Jay, what's up, man?
How you doing, man?
I'm great. Thanks for calling.
I think I'm actually, I wanted to celebrate. I'm going to do a bong rip for America. Just for you.
All right. Go for it, man.
And plus, I think we shouldn't have our quarterback because if any Joe Schmo off the street did that shit to these masseuses, they'd be fucking jail. That's just me. But anyway, all right. Here we go. Hold on.
Okay.
Nice and loud, buddy.
Land of the free.
That's right. Home of the brave.
Oh, shit. Anyway, hey, did you hear Helen Keller just came out with her 4th musical album called...
What? Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I get it.
All right. But, Dumb, you're amazing, dude. I love you. Keep up the good work. Oh, by the way, I had when I tried to call in, I didn't hear anything on the other side, but it's all good.
I don't know why it's happening. I seriously, I appreciate the heads up then, my man. All right, I will try to get that fixed, guys. I'm sorry, Jay. Thank you.
Last thing.
Whoa, okay.
You're
There's more.
Trying to call in, I was like, I had a decoder your thing there. I felt like the kid from the Christmas story. This is hit dumb. I'm like, all right, what number is this letter?
Oh, did you see
a second?
Oh,
what number is this? I literally looked that shit up just to call in, dog. But
You're referring to.
I love you. Have a good one. Keep up the good work.
Jay's referring to my tweet. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I tweeted out the show and said tweeted out that we were live and to call into the show if you wanted to. So, but I didn't put I put only 844 hit dumb, not 844-448-3862. So there's your decoder ring, my dude.
Awesome.
And I don't know what's going on with the phone. They should be able to hear everything that we're doing while we're on hold here. I honestly don't know what. I'm not really sure what the problem is with that one. So I'll have to go back and look at some stuff. But anyway, one of our resident joke writers, wants to work with Larry on the roast with me. PDJ is on. Yeah. What's up, PDJ? How are you, my friend?
What's up, my brother?
How are you, dude?
Dude, so I want to pick your brain about the Browns.
Okay.
I was a huge fan of Baker Mayfield.
Really?
He took us to the playoffs and beat Pittsburgh in their home stadium.
True. I'll give you that. He did do that.
He did have the swag, and also he lived at First Energy Stadium.
Corny swag.
He's corny. I don't think he has much swag.
Those commercials?
Swag.
Hilarious.
He lived in the stadium.
Way.
I've seen it on TV. He was mowing the grass. He was cooking dinner.
He's good at that.
So what I'm thinking,
not anymore.
I'm thinking later in the season, even if Deshaun Watson doesn't play, we have a bright side. Could you imagine Progressive at home with Deshaun Watson?
The new. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Does he have a massage table in the mop closet?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, work the hips, baby. Work the hips.
Yeah, I don't think Progressive's going to jump on board for that one. I think they'll probably pass on that. And do you think they'll get Flo? Maybe they'll get Flo there to say.
Get Flo to come in all white.
Like, Flo come in and say, Deshaun, sorry.
I'm here to bundle.
Yeah. And then Jamie could walk up and go, what can I do for you?
Yes.
So, all right, PDJ, you doing a comedy show tonight, my dude?
No, I did a B-side last night. Work was a little rough and beat my back up, so I started happy hour early.
Today? Oh, well, good for you.
You hurt your back at the comedy show?
That's I think he's got another real job, too.
What's
your real job? How'd you hurt your back?
I'm a machinist, but I do maintenance.
That's what Dan does.
So, yeah, I really worked my ass off today, and it got my back a little tweaked, so I started drinking right when I left.
Not a bad idea. Awesome. I was really annoyed that I didn't get that piece of equipment I wanted. I was a real baby about it. It's just like with my parents. They would have to tell me, they would lie to me about where we were going just because they knew if where we were going wasn't open or something. I would have a complete fit about it. I'm in that mood right now. I'm really pissed off.
You should have seen the text I got when I told them that they only had.
You can read it. Go ahead and read the text I sent you, please.
Is it good?
Oh, yeah. I was hoping he would pull out his phone and record himself saying this to them so badly, or just pull me up live saying this to them would have been great.
You were angry texting.
It says, tell them to go fuck themselves and update their website. Ass wipes. Drive safe. Don't rush.
See, I did care about you, Elise.
That was kind of sweet.
Yeah, that's right. So, I apologize for if I seem a little irritated today. It's because I don't have my new shiny toy. But PDJ, so your set go well last night? You incorporate any good jokes in there?
Man, I thought my set went really good, but it was a bomb night. A lot of comedians had great material, but the demographic wasn't fit for non-melanated.
What does that mean? There was too many black people there?
Well, not too many. They didn't show up there coming to hear anything from a white man.
Oh, they did not like. Also, it was a black crowd that did not want to hear white guys' jokes.
I think he probably just walked up there and it was a bad vibe from the start. Is that what you're saying?
No, because there was a few people before me. I promise you. Maybe it was. I don't know. The people showed up. They wasn't really there for comedy. I don't think.
Just to drink.
It was weird because I haven't even done a white room yet, so I don't know if there is a difference there in that regard.
Oh yeah, if you've been to one comedy show and versus another, very different crowds. If you've been to
scenarios,
I've been to a Kevin Hart show or a Ralphie May show, very different than Dave Attell show or something like that. Very different crowds. Yes, a Bill Burr show.
Well, I don't know what that means because Kevin Hart's crowd is all white.
Not old Kevin Hart, I guess.
Correct.
Old Kevin Hart. When I saw him when he was
Chappelle
here.
show.
When I saw him here the first time, me and the people me and the old show host and I think other dude we were with, we're the only white guys there.
Oddball.
We really did not fit in, and that's why Kevin Hart quickly dropped us to go hang out with Braylon Edwards. I'm not leaving with these honkies when I can go with NFL wide receivers. Screw that, these stupid radio guys. So, well, PDJ, I'm sorry that your set didn't go as well as planned. I'm assuming have a good one. I'm thinking part of the some of the people who might have seen his show, I had to run a quick errand last night. I had to run to the corner store to get some Rizzity Riz apps. And when I came out of the store, I look over to my left, and I wish I left my phone in the car, so I didn't have it with me. There's a woman squatting next to the air pump, taking a pee in a like a full dress, like she's got a dress on, like just came from the club.
Oh, that's so
not
good.
going to make it home. We had to stop. We had to get some drinks on the way home, or they're either had been pre-gaming, and they're on the way to the club. It's about 9:45.
Okay.
So they're just at the thing, and I notice all of a sudden she does it, and her friend is kind of standing in front of her going, hey, yo, there's a guy coming.
Yeah, like, is this a busy gas station?
Yes,
Like,
there were at least, it's a little corner one. So it's not always that busy. So the little spot that she was kind of tucked around, she was kind of hidden a little
she
bit.
was trying to like pull it off.
But it's right under a light.
No.
It's on a main street.
It's on a main street.
It's on a
One of our
busy
main streets
her
here.
friend wasn't doing a good job of covering up for
Her friend did a bad. Her friend was too busy saying, don't do it, instead of saying, like, she was pointing at me and saying there's a guy, and then the one girl was
She's just
good
almost
advice.
flagging your eyes to the problem. Like,
she'd
hey,
already-
look, this guy,
she'd
look at this.
already opened the dam at that point, so
Oh, you
there was
can't
no
stop
stopping
that.
it.
No.
Well, then what was funny was then I'm just laughing. She starts walking away, and I'm getting in the car, and I back up and I roll my window down and I go, you gotta go, huh? And she starts laughing, but then she's walking one way, and then I notice her friend walked the other way, and then I lost track of her. I'm like, where did that other friend go? So I turned the corner to go back home, and I noticed the friend had walked around another like a grass fence, and it was in just a house, like a driveway of somebody's house that was right next to the little corner store.
Yeah,
peeing in their driveway up against the grass fence.
Round two.
Different. The other girl, the one that was originally saying, "Don't do this outside, don't do this right here," just said, "Okay, we'll just do it in somebody's front yard or whatever." So.
Wild.
It was an it's an interesting neighborhood.
I've
that I
had
live
to
in.
pee in a pinch, but I've never done it so publicly. You try to scurry off.
I mean, but she could get sex offender stuff for that. That's you start to be in trouble. You gotta be careful. Hi, you're on another dumb show.
Hello,
it's you, 82. What's up?
Yo, Dom, what's going on?
Who's this?
Tony, your biggest fan.
Tony,
from
what's
from
up, my
Parma,
dude?
actually. No. Hey, man, nothing. I just wanted to say you're doing a great job, man. I love the show. I love listening to it. I was actually just your neck of the woods, Pin Zone Meet something up. Hey, if you're having a bad day or whatever, just let me know. I could come swing by, get you a galley boy or two, or maybe some meats.
I'm wonderful. I appreciate it, Tony. No, thank you very much. It's actually funny Tony called because I actually have an email from Tony.
Yeah, you do.
Speaking of football, Tony wants us to do a fantasy football league here.
Okay.
And,
hell yeah, let's do it.
We are absolutely going to be doing a fantasy football league here. Once Larry gets back from Ecuador, we will definitely get to that. I want to make sure that because he kind of runs the website and all that good stuff. So I just kind of want to make sure he's got some ideas already. He said I think you might have already started building it.
It's already kind of built.
Yeah, but he is currently in Ecuador with his wife. So we can't really do anything without Larry. I could start digging around in there and mess up and break the website I want.
We could break stuff. We could break stuff.
Larry get very angry at me if I did that. He works very hard and I break his stuff all the time. So yeah.
Well, he's got to calm down a little anyway.
No, Larry's great. I love Larry. So we'll get him back. Actually, well, Tony, thank you very much. I appreciate it, dude. I love you. Say hi to your beautiful wife.
Yes, sir. Love you too.
And your family. Say hi to all of them. I love you and your family. You guys are the best.
We love you. You take care.
All right, brother. See ya. I DJ'd Tony's wedding, Tony's sister's wedding. I think maybe two or three weddings of that family. I have a family that I've done 3 weddings for and one that I've done actually have a few family. I've done a bunch like multiple.
Are you keeping a
weddings for.
punch card? You know, 10th weddings free.
Like a dad who loves me, and like all his kids also love me.
A lot of kids, a lot of return service. That's sick.
That's fun. Yeah. So speaking of Larry, we're going to take a little break here in just a minute before we get into happy hour, because I do have a couple of stories I wanted to get to other than just Deshaun Watson. But I'm a little worried.
Yeah.
I asked around the horn today, and yesterday I didn't hear from Larry. And Larry and I, we usually talk just about every day. We're starting to get pretty close, and we usually just check in, say what's up, dude, or whatever. Mm-hmm. Nothing yesterday. And I just didn't want to bug him because I figured he's on his vacation. So I haven't been, calling and bugging him. And then I asked around the horn today because Dan and Allie and Lou all, Lou's real close with Larry. They're homies from way back. And Dan and Allie just kind of started hanging out with Larry, and they got his number and they text with him. And I asked around the horn today, I said, you guys heard from Larry? And Dan?
I tried to give him a call right before the show because I had a question. No answer. It went straight to voicemail. Allie, nothing from Larry and Lou.
It's been radio silence.
Yes. Now, that's very weird.
Right.
If you know Larry.
Right.
Larry is he's a communicator. Mm-hmm. Not an over communicator. He just communicates. You know what I mean? You already know where he's at, what we're doing, especially because we're all kind of doing stuff together. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I started Googling, and it's funny, Allie said she did the same thing. Crimes in Cuenca, Ecuador, or
emergencies. There had been some earthquakes this summer out there. So
exactly. There's a huge sinkhole right now in Chile. Did you guys see that?
That's kind of in the
it's
same continent, but it's kind of far away.
Same continent, but what if there's just some sort of event happening?
Aftershocks.
Chile sinkhole.
He's kind of in the mountains. Like you think that he could be on a little bit of a plate, a rift somewhere where.
Look at this thing. Isn't that nuts? Hold on, let me open this in the tab. Look at that.
Oh,
look at the size of that thing.
Sinkhole. Is that Photoshop?
No, I swear to God, that's totally real.
That stuff freaks me out.
And hold on, cut back to that for a second. I think I saw one that was farther away.
Does that go to an abandoned nuclear facility? What? Why is there a deep?
Well, they said
it's
near. Oh, here's a bit wider one. Here we go. There you go. It's even a little bit wider, so you can actually kind of get to scale of how big it is.
Jeez. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's massive.
It's like this little dirt road, just maybe some. I don't know if that's some farming because things are in a row, and
it almost looks elevated.
It
looks cut out.
Exactly. Yeah. That looks like an alien came down and blasted a laser.
I was just about to say that.
Right? Not just because sinkholes usually are kind of jagged. I feel like maybe
this is jagged, but it's oddly circular.
Yes.
Where does it go?
And
how deep?
Look at the edge, the one edge that isn't shadowed pitch black. You can see there's a weird groove to the rock. It looks carved or something.
Almost, yes. We're seeing it's almost such a perfect circle, but it only looks jagged because of the the edges of it. It's terrain there. You know what I mean? So you're walking over little hills and whatnot. So as you cut that circle in, it's got little bumps around the edges, but it's a perfect circle. That's a laser.
It was just that other sinkhole. That dude got sucked in the pool or whatever. Right?
Oh man, do I have the video of that? Did you guys
see? There's
been
a few sinkholes recently. A little too many.
I was gonna pull it, but
you get it after your last video.
I've been trying to. I've been pulling back.
You got yelled at. Jesus, Lou, you psycho.
That.
Lou's worried about we're gonna think he's a nutcase.
No, not at all. I got him in a hopper. But.
No. Here's this video. If you guys haven't, I know this happened. I don't know, a couple of weeks ago now, and we ended up never getting to it. Did you see this, Allie?
Do we need a warning? I think.
It's
you don't really see anything.
Yeah, it is.
Sinkhole.
There is somebody that I'm sure it's been all over the news, but it could be potentially triggering to some people who are.
So I haven't seen the video.
Afraid of drowning deaths because it does you can't really see it, but you'll see it's in Israel.
There is a tragedy there.
Yeah, I think someone passes away.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I hadn't seen it.
Wait,
why is it doing that guy?
Oh, my bad. I got
it. Okay. It's all right. There we go.
Deal.
There we go. So here we go. So it's a pool that's in Israel, and it's at somebody.
I think
a
bar or something.
I believe it's like a small resort with a pool, a little kind of small resort. And then all of a sudden you just see there's a sinkhole.
Oh, it's
all the pool, a hole in the bottom of the pool starts draining.
It's almost
shoot the music! God damn it!
Sucks in because of the water. It's I don't know what to use besides vortex or something.
That's it. That's it, like when the bathtub drain.
Yes. It's sucking in all of the pool toys in. It's just, and you can see the lining gone, and I mean everything's gone. All the water's out.
Yeah, sinkhole opens up underneath this pool. The lining all breaks, and sadly, a man was sucked into it.
Yeah.
They ended up finding him, I think, a couple days later.
It was insanely deep too. I think it was like 50 feet or something.
Yeah, it ended up connecting to, I can't remember exactly what lines it connected to, but he ended up, I think, in some sort of drainage thing. Mikey, shout out, super fan donation. They're proud of ADS. Behaved for the first 55 minutes. Hashtag monetize ADS happy hour. That's coming up in a sec. But no, thank you for the super fan donations, guys. I really appreciate it. We had quite a few of them yesterday. So those are really, they really help drive us here. So yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. We can get new equipment and make this thing sound and look uber professional is the goal here. So beyond me saying every 2 seconds. We are going to take a quick break. As far as that pool guy, by the way, the owners of that resort ended up being put in jail, I believe. They might be out on house arrest, but they got arrested for negligence and I don't know, weird Israeli laws that don't, different wording for other than negligence.
That's just scary to just think like that could happen anywhere.
I mean, essentially it could, yeah. I mean,
it happens here all the time. You don't have to be overseas.
Yeah,
right.
So do you think Larry fell into? He's at a sweet resort with a pool?
What I was thinking was that he was like kicking in a jacuzzi with his phone.
Yeah,
right. And bloop, phone in the jacuzzi.
Well, do you think
he's out?
Do you think my theory that he's wearing his phone in a pouch? And he went in the water and forgot he had this on, and he dunked his phone in there. He thought his pouch was watertight, and it wasn't.
I can see that happening.
I think happened.
What's
I think
that?
you're overthinking this.
Am I?
Screwy D got.
Oh, that's right.
The safe came out.
I didn't even think about that. Oh yes,
She packed
phone
the safe.
Yeah, Screwy D said, "You know what, buddy? Remember our last trip when we had all the rules about when you could be on the phone?
Doing a lot of lives.
Getting them all in one day.
He did start really hard with it.
Yes,
but that was before they went to the city. So now they're in the city, and I think because she might, I think, was with her family, maybe in the smaller, kind of rural area.
Yeah,
exactly. I have a hard time saying that word, rural. I know that's a whole bit. What's that show from?
I don't
Parks and Rec. That's a whole bit on Parks and Rec, I think, or something. Rural, I can't remember. Anyway, somebody said Dumb never played music. I don't know what that means. Anyway, Lance says Larry got arrested for prostitution. I don't think so. No, Screwy D took the phones away. They left the rural area. They got into the nice area of like a city area.
Just sightseeing.
Yeah, they were in a sweet hotel.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're walking around. They're eating all these nice restaurants. They can't be flaunting that highfalutin. He doesn't want us to feel jealous back here about the baller ass life he's living down in Ecuador in the El Presidente suite.
Never thought about that.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's afraid we're gonna get jealous.
You can't show off all that.
No. So, all right. Well, we are going to take a quick break. We'll be back, I think, about 5 minutes. We'll be back just in time to enjoy happy hour here. Of course, happy hour is always, second hour is always happy hour here on Another Dumb Show. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. And I'm going to, I saw a story that really, we talked about Allie. I don't know, I think it was last Friday. We got into a story with you and a candlestick. A communion candlestick.
Allie in the bedroom with a candlestick.
A sacred communion, Catholic communion, first communion.
Take photos.
Candlestick
It wasn't
involved
mine.
Allie and another man, not Dan. Dan just saying,
Not
just
Dan,
pointing. He's going, not me.
not Dan,
Every
the
time we
man.
tell the story,
It's the only time Dan does not want it to be about him.
Whole time, not me. Just this is not me, not me. So exit only for Dan. But yes, so I saw another story on the internet that reminded me that we never finished that story.
Oh.
And I think that the guy that you ended up with, the guy that you were with,
I rear-ended up. Yeah.
Yes, that guy. He may have a new person that he might be in love with after her just deviant sexual behavior that just drives a deviant like me crazy. So we'll be right back on Another Dumb Show. Stick around. Happy hour. Why is this not playing? What'd you do, Dan?
I didn't do it.
What'd you do? I know what I did.
Larry.
Bye.
No, it's me. It's
We'll
me.
be right back.
Why is this not playing?
Okay.
Why is this not playing?
All right.
What'd you do? What'd you do, Dan? back to the bad karma. We mentioned that I had a vent on that. So, we're going to take a quickie, get the dump in. Okay? Thanks to Joe T for that. We'll just use that for the first one here. Take a quickie. Real quickie. I'm talking like a 3-minuter, okay? Let these guys get some brews because I feel like Lou needs some brews because I can tell he's got shit going on. And we're going to talk about that. Lou's shit. Larry, I know, has got shit going on too. He hinted towards. So, take a quickie. We'll come back. We'll get into my karma. Why the punching bag would have to be on hold and wouldn't be able to be done right now anyway. Huh. The karma continues. I'm the living embodiment of Murphy's Law. So I thought maybe, a lot of times I used to blame it's because of where I work on the old show. It's just all the shit and all the bullshit I got to put with. Blah, 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 blah. No, it's not. It's just me. It just follows me fucking everywhere.
It's attached to you.
It's really annoying. So we'll come back and I'll tell you why we can't do the punching bag in the studio for when we have a dumb rage out. We'll be. Rung on the football team ladder. They really truly are. Them and the kicker, depending on which one is the bigger turd between the two, they're the lower rung. And I'm not trying to knock them because
the kicker's way better than the puncher.
They're major part. I agree.
Yeah.
But if
kicker makes points.
But sometimes the punter's kind of cool and the kicker's not, and the kicker came over maybe like from the soccer team or something, and the punter's actually one of the football players or something.
You don't buy a jersey off a punter or a kicker. Sorry, dude.
Kind of my point. Yeah, the quarterback is the upper, he's the top level of the team. So the fact that you got to buy it from the punter, somebody on the Panthers should have been like, yo, Hecker, just give him the number and we'll pay you behind the scenes for it at least. We need our quarterback to look like a boss.
Right.
Not like the kind of guy that buys a fucking
Did they say
number.
How much? It didn't matter. It could have been $1, actually.
No,
you know what? It could have been 30
know.
chicken nuggets. I don't give a fuck. Like, don't give him shit for his number.
No, I need to know how much. I need to know the big fat number because it wasn't cheap. He didn't. He sat there, gave him a number, and he was like, eh. But, and then Baker probably gave him another number, and he was like, eh.
He said in his interview earlier too, like he let his.
If you want to go put your vote in for which shirt you'd rather have, the Captain Content logo or the Another Dumb Show logo, go do that. It's on the community tab on our Another Dumb Show page, youtube.com/AnotherDumbShow. I have an email. It came in it's from Phil I Am. And I'm a little conflicted about it, to be honest with you. Well,
okay.
I think you're going to be conflicted, to tell you the truth.
Really?
Yeah.
Who is Phil?
Phil I Am. You might remember him the other day. He says, you'll remember when I read his email. He says, hey, Dumb, thanks for reading my email on Monday. I sent the invite to the Bills Mafia with the table slam GIF. I would like to ask to be the Buffalo correspondent from Phil I Am. Now, because he was kind enough to send. You have that GIF? Do you have that? Are you able to show that?
I don't.
Do you have the table slam from the other day, or even just the? I don't know.
I think I do have the GIF.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I had it earlier because I was using it for something.
That's okay. I just want to see it again because in case people didn't see the other day, they don't know what we're talking about. So no, why not?
Oh yeah. Okay, here it is. Here it is. I wonder if this plays.
I hope so. We played. There it goes. There it is. See, boom. There you go. So it's a little hard to see. Like, oh no, actually you can see it. There's maybe the lower third blocking a little bit, but I think there's
you see the table.
Yeah, it's a Bills tailgate. Yeah. You all right? It's quiet in yours?
Yeah.
How about now? Dan is complaining, can't hear his own song is what it is. He's saying, I want to hear myself louder.
Jamming.
Did your headphones break? What's the matter? You can't hear anything over there?
Something break?
I'll figure it out. Get it.
This is Dan the Sound Man's original jam. Did you got a name for this? Just rock beat?
Yeah, it's called ADS Rock. Right?
ADS Rock. That's what he came up with. So I did forget. I'm an idiot. I should have asked you. Are you in a band?
Nope, not currently. I've been in bands before, but not now.
Hey, were you the guitarist?
Yeah, I've been in the guitarist for every band I've been in.
Do you sing as well?
Yeah, I do like some singer-songwriter, like acoustic stuff, just solo. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's
cool, man. He likes to be in bands where other people sing, though.
Oh, that's what I'm asking. So you prefer being the guitar guy versus...
I do like that. I like that role.
Okay, the shredder that just all of a sudden will come over because they get laid. I mean, the lead singers get laid too, but for whatever reason, B1 she's got a hard on for this guitarist for I don't know what band we go see or whatever that she really likes this one guy. She's like she'll mention him every once in a while. I'm like, he's the guitarist. He's not even the lead singer. And she's like, I don't know. It's just I think it's his legs. She goes when he squats down with the guitar's legs.
Yeah,
and he gets
it's the intense hand skills.
She sees those hands going to work.
Skills,
I see. Oh yeah,
Fucking playing that thing sweet. Yeah, sliding up and down that baby. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Well, you would think that a guy would like the slide up down motion. You would think versus the chick. Tyler sent me an email. Apparently, he was scrolling Facebook and he found at the exact same time this Facebook the sinkhole picture. Same time we were talking about it. So there it is, right there. Scientists showing. Boom. There it is. Boom. Anyway, so hey guys, we're in tune. We're in tune with what's going on. You know what I like to be in tune with?
What's that?
Hot 21-year-old Instagrammers and TikTokers. That's probably my favorite thing to be in tune with.
Okay.
Because as you all know, I'm a connoisseur of beautiful women. Some people like fine wine. Some people like movies. Me, I'm a connoisseur of beautiful women.
And you're also mentally 27. So.
I am mentally 27. Yes. Which,
and he might have lied, so it could be lower.
So it could be way lower. Yes, thank you. I love seeing Allie just disgusted by me sometimes with my
factual.
Yeah, my creep ways. But so do you guys know who Addison Rae is?
No.
She got famous, I believe, at first on TikTok. This is her right here.
Just want to mention, Tori gave us a super fan.
Oh, Tori, thank you. Super fan donation in there. Oh, good looking out. Let me see there. So good looking out, little kitty or doggy there jumping around. Thank you, Tori, very much. I appreciate it. I was distracted by Addison Rae in this picture.
I understand.
Okay.
You understand why?
Yeah, I can see.
Apparently, it's an Adidas ad.
Is it?
I guess. But it says on their bikini she's wearing, I guess you could call it that. I guess, yeah, it's a bikini. Says, I guess you can kind of see it. Almost looks like lather because the F is kind of wrapped around the edge because we got a nice healthy Dan.
I could zoom in. Oh, yeah.
Healthy girl, right?
Sorry,
you know what I mean? Healthy girl. So the lather, it actually says father, and then on the other one, on the right hoot, we got father. Left hoot, we got son. So people are upset. She's getting backlash. saying this is a religious blasphemy, posting this in a religious themed bikini. It's
Are
disrespectful.
we supposed to assume her bottoms say Holy Spirit?
Well, I can actually show you exactly what the bottoms say. That you are indeed correct. Here's the where you can buy them from.
The trifecta.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Now, are
The
you
Trinity,
are you-
really.
Yeah, the Trinity. Are you Catholic? I'm
Raised.
Were you raised Catholic? See,
We call it recovering.
Okay, say I don't really know. I know of those kind of things just a little bit because my mom was she started Catholic, so I would have to go every once in a while with her to the Catholic ones every other Sunday, and then she moved over to Lutheran, which is kind of basically just Catholic on like Catholic light, like light beer version of Catholic almost.
Depends on
without
what
the
kind of
Pope and stuff, I
congregation you
guess.
go to.
Well, it felt like the Catholic Church, just with a little bit less pomp and circumstance. At least
The Bud Light of Catholic.
kind of so. Yeah. So I guess the thought I didn't jump right to my mind that it was the Holy Trinity. So that makes sense. You being raised Catholic, we're able to pick up quickly that the bottom, right as the triangle, the bottom part of the triangle there would end.
I got a little theology in my back pocket. Yeah.
Exactly. And speaking of back pockets, and Addison Rae doing this, is it really blasphemy?
Do you think her back pocket says something extra? Could there be more to this?
I love her
bikini?
back pocket.
It might say amen.
Her back pocket is
Just
fantastic.
to cherry on top of this.
Yeah.
Hot mess.
Wonderful back pocket on Addison Rae. So, she is 21 though. So I am a little bit of a perv, I guess, checking out a 21-year-old chick on Instagram and TikTok. But hey, you only live once, right? YOLO. YOLO. I got FOMO. So you gotta have you gotta YOLO.
That's right.
So I'm getting texts that I guess I did see this girl because she's a Kardashian. She's a Kardashian backup.
Is
So
she?
she
What do you mean
hangs
a
out with-
Kardashian?
What
she
does
hangs
that
out with
mean?
the Kardashian. She's like a Kardashian background.
she's a
So it's like-
satellite. Got
yeah,
it.
so she's
She is?
around. Yeah, I guess she was on there with one of the sisters. So I can see, and the mom's a marketing genius. So put her on there to stir some stuff up.
I didn't know that she hung out with the Kardashians.
Yeah.
I was not aware of that. Okay.
They
who was the
love
one with-
shock.
Who was the one with Tristan?
Chloe.
Chloe.
Yes.
No, it's the Travis Barker chick.
How do you guys know more
Courtney.
There
Kardashian
you
facts
go.
than I do?
B1.
Tristan.
I've been
Yeah,
keeping
she
up
had it.
with due to B1. She likes the new season. She finds it actually pretty interesting, and I started watching it because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a connoisseur of beautiful women, and Kendall and Kylie and
You think they're beautiful?
blonde Kim.
It's all
I'm
objective, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
blonde
it's all
Kim.
surgical and everything. I get
Yes,
that. She's not a natural woman. No woman is born or going to look like that at all. But I think, blonde Kim with a little bit of weight off of her at this point, looking nice and tight. Yeah, I'm all about that blonde Kim. Yeah,
I don't know. I honestly I'm attracted to a lot of women, but there's something about the level of plasticity or something. It works for some people, but I think I get a little in my head about it, and I can't stop thinking about how much surgery they've had or something.
I get it.
Too blown out. Like the ass is too big. The lips are like too big, man.
See the picture with her with in the Marilyn Monroe dress and everything. I thought she looked really good in all that.
Yeah, those photos are gonna look great, and I do see where you talk about
There you
that
go.
because when
Look
you
at that.
watch, the wife
Good.
is watching the show, and you see how it's kind of like obtuse. It's protruding into a whole nother camera shot.
Yeah, well, it's just like when
I mean, we love a big fat ass. That's great.
Who doesn't?
Sure, but it's
shout out to the hunt.
Yeah, I love B1 during the winter. That's she get her winter weight, thick B1. It goes right to her boobs and her butt. I love it. I'm very happy about that. But how do we? As far as keeping up with the Kardashians, I've been doing it with B1. I don't really.
Unfortunately.
We stopped. We dropped off a little while back. I left off right before the Tristan stuff. So hey, sorry. But I do. Speaking of baller, so I actually brought this Addison Rae up because it reminded me of a story Allie started on Friday that we never got to finish. But I can't really think of a better time to start a story about a guy who is really turned on by putting
Looking for a
candles.
request. Yeah.
Well, there's a guy that's, I can't think of a better time to start a story about a guy who likes to put candles in certain places than to give a big thank you and a big round of applause because, guys, the Cerruti team at Home Smart is back. on another dumb show. That's right. Rudy Team's back. Dylan's back, baby. Thank you to Dylan. He has been happy with the success he's had here working with another dumb show, and he has been so busy. He said, Dumb, what's going on? What happened in the past couple of weeks? I said, dude, I didn't hear from him. He goes, I've been busy. What's going on? I go, what do you mean what's going on? He goes, let's get this back rolling again. So text me today. So the Cerruti team at HomeSmart, again, one of the official sponsors and partners here of another dumb show. Give him a call. Dylan's always got his phone on him. If you are looking for a new home, I know somebody in particular is looking for a new home right now. So maybe he should give Dylan a call. 440-364-3250. That's 440-364-3250. And if you've been looking for a place and you got an agent who you've been trying to get a hold of, but he's too busy hanging out with his kids at their football practices or some bull crap, or he's picked up some sort of other hobby. He's busy crocheting instead of answering his phone. You say, hey, buddy, I'm done with you. I need to get into this house. I'm going to call the Cerruti team in HomeSmart. I'm going to slide into Dylan's DMs at Dylan Cerruti. Dylan with a Y, the cool way. DYLANCERUTTI. Jump in his DMs. Let him know, hey, Dylan, I need to get into a new place as soon as possible. So, hey, hook me up, dude. My ear just stopped working again.
Get it.
Dang it. It's so weird when that just stops working. Sorry about that, Dylan. But don't be like me and wait around thinking things are going to fix themselves. Make the call. Call Dylan. Get out of that house and get into the new one. 440-364-3250. The Cerruti team at HomeSmart. Hey, guys, specialize in lake homes. Need to get a new view? Call them. 440-364-3250. If you're looking for a beauty, call Cerruti. Thank you, Dylan, for joining us again here on another dumb show. And again, if you own a small business or you know somebody that owns a small business and would like to partner with another dumb show, we're always happy to add you on. We do take breaks here so we can run your commercials during the break. We can produce commercials for you. Whatever you guys want, we can make it happen. So you can email me directly, anotherdumbshow@gmail.com. Again, that's anotherdumbshow@gmail.com. If you don't know how to use email, slide in my DMs at ADSDumb, at ADSDumb on Twitter, or at another dumb show. Oh, excuse me, at ADSDumb on Instagram, at another dumb show on Twitter. A lot of words there. A lot of words. But the only one that really matters is Catholicism.
The one at hand.
Yeah. And the story you started Friday, Allie. Now, he started telling the story, and it seemed like it was a little kind of fun, a little bit for us. But I kind of started to notice as you were telling the story, it wasn't as, and by the way, happy hour. Second hour, always happy hour here on another dumb show. Join us.
Those drinks
get them up,
this.
guys. Yeah, join them. I think Allie's going to need a drink. Cheers to all you guys. Sure. And Dan, there you go. There you go. And then, of course, cheers to all of you. There you go. So she started telling the story last week, and we never really finished it. But long story short, Allie was, 17-ish?
I was in high school.
High school. She's in high school. She's with a boy up in his bedroom.
I think I unfortunately may have been 16.
16, even worse. Okay, so this gets it just gets even. How old was he?
We'll say I was 7. I was 18.
How old was he?
18.
18 as well. So you guys are kids at this point. Whatever happens at that point.
Out.
Yeah. So you're kids in a bedroom. Things are getting hot and heavy. They get to the point where thank you, Mikey, superfan donation in there. Things are getting hot and heavy. There's unbuttoning of clothes. We're moving, kissing and stuff, touching,
I honestly feel like this one wasn't a very
no heavy petting.
Heavy petting.
Okay.
We really got to the business.
Right to okay.
This was a real. I didn't. In hindsight, I'm realizing this was very meticulously planned, perhaps by this person.
Okay. So this boy then gets you into his bedroom. He has very specific requests for the things he would like you to do to him. And the reason I say it reminded me of the Addison Rae story with the bikini and the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit and the blasphemy of it all.
Amen.
I saw this story and it immediately reminded me we have to go back to Allie's story because
go back to the 12-inch artifact.
Well, that's the 12-inch artifact that you speak of is a communion candle that this boy who got you up in his bedroom.
His communion candle.
Yeah, not like a euphemism for his candle. No, he literally said, go to the drawer, grab the candle that I used for my communion, and shove that up my hoo-ha.
I think I was told something like, this is
probably perfect for this.
Okay.
I've been thinking.
Oh yeah. So let me.
This
Okay.
would be perfect.
He walks up to the drawer. He pulls it out. He says, "I have something that would be perfect for this." Now,
I think he asked me if I was okay to do the deed, and then said, "Oh, well, great." I asked like with something or because that changes my
Waving a
answer.
finger
I don't think I was
or-
very comfortable. I was young. I was like, my hands, that's
Right.
icky.
Yeah.
But I was something, and he's like, "Well, actually, yeah, I've been thinking of kind of the perfect thing that might work for this."
okay.
Bizarre that this came out.
Pulls out the candle. What is your immediate reaction when you see the candle?
Is this your first communion candle?
Right. You actually ask him that. He says,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm
Then
like, is this just kind of what's on hand? And he's like, well, I was thinking of the remote, but I didn't think that would be a good idea.
the button's a catch, I don't want to listen. I don't want a button to come off in there because if I can't turn it up or turn it down,
Just change the channels.
It's gonna. If I got to be able to switch from AV to video, I got to get to my video games and cable and stuff.
And
So
we're
if that one
talking-
button's up, breaks off in there, no, not the remote.
No, we're talking the bonus bedrooms TV that is like the hand-me-down. Like it was the living room TV 30 years ago. So this is
Right.
a blunt object.
Oh, nice,
He was,
nice,
he's
big
like, this is
square.
better than that. It's at least circular.
Okay. Now
Cylindrical.
you then agree. Okay, this is a usable item.
Yeah. I was like,
Okay.
it seems like maybe my hands can be pretty far away from your butt. This seems, and I'm slightly open to anything.
So that describes how long it is. It was about a. You said
communion candle.
I don't know enough about.
I mean,
communion.
just think they're these really long candlesticks.
Standard, right?
Standard white, maybe a little gold filter, like flitted
Great idea.
cross
Pull up a
on
quick
it.
shirt.
Maybe some little
Standard
doves.
Communion
Little
candle.
like cross with the circle in it. That's very Catholic.
Okay,
and
now
his name.
The ones that just popped up here are pretty ornate.
I'm thinking more simple, like cheap.
Because this is gonna hurt. I got to be honest with you. That's
No, those are the ones they keep on the altar. Like,
Okay,
those
okay.
are like altar candles.
okay. That's not it. Okay, wrong one.
It,
All
it
right.
doesn't have that much
Oh,
bedazzle.
just a basic taper guy then.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of like your own little one with maybe like a little symbol on it,
It
here or
might have-
there.
right,
Like that.
And I think
Lily or
someone in his family
something.
maybe added his name, like it was more. Yeah, and there was maybe like a little gold cross at the bottom.
Okay. Oh.
And then some like family added like handwritten name in
Okay.
semi
Oh, so it is
cursive.
decorated.
It is
Yes.
okay.
Yes,
Bumpy.
yes,
bumpy.
yes,
So
bumpy
okay.
for sure.
So ribbed. Essentially for
For my nightmares.
For
Yeah.
grip.
For grip.
For grip. yes.
So at this point, does he then? Are you guys naked at this point, or he's naked?
I don't think I got naked. I don't
He
think I
okay.
was.
Does he take his pants off,
I
or just drop trowel?
He wasn't the type of person that took off his shirt, so he kept his shirt on. But
Big
yeah,
guy. Then.
otherwise,
Chunky guy.
I
was chunky, so
wouldn't
I never took my shirt off.
Maybe like average or like slightly above average. I just think
Man
it was
boobs.
Husky.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
what
a
I
husky
think.
dude.
Husky.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
I'm fine. I was one of those
Yep.
kids. I swam
Just throwing it
until
out there.
about, I would say I was about
Shirt
22,
I
shirt
think
swimmer.
shirt
he
swimmer.
had
Yeah.
some insecurities. Like he had heart surgery before, so he had a
Oh,
scar.
Okay.
And
all
I
right.
don't think he really wanted. Yeah. So whatever.
All right.
I'm very complying.
So
So I didn't mind that.
leaves
That's
the
just
shirt
kind
on,
of-
unbuckles.
Yep. And I think what we we were up in his brother's bedroom. His brothers are off at college at the time.
Such a good move.
And, right.
Yeah, you don't want to make a
And
mess
we're
of
on
your own
this
house.
like creaky old weird twin bed upstairs, and he kind of just got on all fours
on the bed.
and just showed it.
Okay, now was it facing because I'm thinking twin beds, it's two of them like facing each other side by side,
His
like a couple kids.
Butt was kind of facing the stairs. It was like one of those like loft upstairs bedrooms where
Okay.
it's like just
Open-
some
open
stairs
end.
and the whole
Yes.
Perfect.
area is
I know
the
exact-
bedroom.
I know
There's like a
exact-
window on each end.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. One
Couple
of those
beds in
post
there.
World War II homes.
Two beds, right? Two small twin beds, you
No,
said? Or
just one.
Just
Just
one
one.
twin bed. Okay.
Yeah.
So when he's on all fours, is he facing the end of the bed? Like his butt's facing like the foot of the bed, or is he
Yeah.
facing the side because he wants you to
No.
be able to get right up there, you know?
I think there was some implication I'd be kneeling on the bed or something.
Okay,
Also,
okay.
so
Oh.
yeah, he was like facing the window almost.
Gotcha. Oh, he's
But
okay,
to the
exhibitionist.
if anyone walked in, ass out.
So
so
not
that ass
not
towards
face
the
down,
The
ass
hope
up,
was no one was walking in.
bear
though.
crawl style, butt up. Okay, on all four, or did he
No,
put his
on
face down?
on his hands and knees.
Did he put his face down, like face down, ass up? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, no, very
No.
animalistic. Like no.
So, yeah,
no,
a bear, like a bear, like I said, yeah.
On all fours. There's no slant.
The
to this
animal
back.
bear, I mean.
No, again, I think you may have said, was this person a little heftier? I don't know if he would have been comfortable, like slamming his face into the back.
So you get behind him.
You make your way around.
Yeah.
And you see.
And I'm telling you, it was high school.
The old Texas red eye staring right back at you.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little. Like I had to spread some cheeks.
Okay. You're hands-on kind of gal.
He was a little
Good for
hairy,
you.
which was
Good for you.
weird.
Good-
Like we're
good
kind
for
of
you, Dan.
young.
All right, so you got you're young kids. You've now got your hands on a hairy butt cheeks that you're spreading. And what is he saying as this is happening? Anything?
No, silence.
Silence.
Radio silence. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Not even
just
like
complete.
spread them wider or watch the hairs.
I think there was a little bit of like, I kind of just said like,
Pardon the
is this
Klingons.
okay? Should I continue? You know, are you enjoying this? And there was just like,
Some consent
and,
there.
yeah, right. But other than that, there wasn't any like dirty talk or anything.
Okay, all
You
right.
know,
So
everyone in this situation is amateurs. This is our first rodeo.
That was my
At least
question.
I think so. I don't know.
this is your first go around with any sort of sexual experience?
No, not my first sex
Oh,
ever.
God, I was
I've
like,
just
holy
definitely never been. This is my first time
Yes.
looking down the barrel. You know?
that was my question. It was. I was dying to know. We know that it wasn't his first rodeo, but is Ali walking in here like with some type of experience or with none at all? And from what I'm getting,
I had
Not that much, it sounds
sexual
like.
experience before, but nothing like this.
Okay.
No.
So
we jumped way ahead,
you're
way
s-
fast.
You're spreading cheeks. Left hand spread, I'm assuming, and
This
right
is
hand
a blur
holding,
at this point. I mean,
okay, can't remember.
I'm
You started-
right-handed, so I'm going to
Sure.
assume I didn't go all willy-nilly.
Right-handed. Now, first question, because you're about, I'm going to pretend this pencil is the candle.
okay.
Now, I have a couple questions. So let's say this is the tip, the wick side. The
We
tip
didn't-
of the pencil
we
is
did
the
not
wick side.
start, yeah.
The bottom is the
Goes in the
candle side,
Mhm.
bottom where it stands up. So it will go like this. Now, first question. First question. Which end are you planning on using?
I didn't want to start with the wick, so we went
So
bigger
we went
end
blunt
first.
end first. Okay, question one answered. So we
Is
flipped,
not the way you use
we
a
flipped the
tapered
candle
candle.
over. Next
Awesome.
question is, do you hold the candle like you're serving a pizza into an oven? Like you're holding it like a spatula, like you're putting it into your oven?
Yeah,
like
really
this, or
Oh no,
Like,
no,
like,
no!
Like Jason.
The
Like
last
Jason.
Jason,
from-
yeah,
from
Fred,
Halloween.
Jason style,
Yeah, you're
like this.
Michael
is-
Myers, exactly. just.
it was
Well,
more of a gentle hand,
because-
a
okay.
gentle
It was-
pizza peel,
pizza slide.
Yeah.
So you're here. We are.
That last thing you did was terrifying.
You got a hand on here. Well, that's how B1 rolls. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm kidding. So you put one hand here. You're.
I think there was a little moment where I realized, hey, idiot, you're gonna need some lube. And
Oh, okay.
so there's a little like wine
Oh.
and spit going on.
Oh wait. So
that does not go well.
Undo that.
try to spit.
Does not go well.
No spit.
No.
Okay.
And then I think he really wanted to try and continue with this.
No complaint from him.
And I
right?
said, "This isn't going in. This
So
is
you-
dry, dog." And he's like, "I think my brother might have left some stuff in the drawer." Like pulls out this like ancient jelly that's like thicker than I think it's supposed
Listen,
to be.
KY, old school KY.
Just not the right consistency
Okay.
anymore. I think his brother's like 4 years older, so it's probably been there.
Okay,
for,
so
like,
we're here.
4
We're
years.
here.
It's all paste.
And you're like, I can't do.
Yeah, so we put some schmear on there.
All right. So a little.
Virtually. And I keep trying to spit too because there's like nothing left in this container.
All right. Now we're ready.
And we got in there. We did eventually.
And
Again, just kind of like
pure
a-
ecstasy.
I don't know. There was kind of a whelp.
Oh.
And then he told me to keep going.
Oh.
I was like,
Okay.
Jesus.
All right, so a
I'm
yelp-
afraid, do I keep going? Then he's like, no, that's just how it feels.
A
on
yelp
the
could be
enter."
determined. I mean, because it could be. We're talking like ooh yelp.
It was more of a,
Oh, okay. Oh, ooh.
I think.
and then I said, whoa. And he's like, no,
Oh,
it's
no.
fine.
Okay.
And I'm
Keep
like-
going.
I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
Okay.
I wish I had gotten more just like
More
conversational.
spit. Oh.
Spit. No, I just honestly, in hindsight, I wish I got more conversation out of this guy because
he just stood there.
I kind of was just like, okay, it sounded bad.
So you're just doing basically you're just.
No, I'm going slow. No. There's like no in and out. We're just trying to get in.
So still fight. I thought you said you had land offs. Oh, okay.
I now know that there are 2 anal muscles you have to get through. Just human anatomy. I've learned a lot more about
off that
since being
okay. So you had two
too young
two
for
guys to
this.
fight through.
Yeah.
And then did you? So you finally fight through those?
Well, we got pretty deep through the letters on his name.
Oh my God!
Shit. The taper
Are you
started,
kidding me?
Well, it started
I think
tapering
last
down.
week we called him Jonathan, so let's stick to that. And Johnny Boy got to like the H, I swear.
Whoa.
First or
We're
second?
talking maybe 6 or 7 inches,
J-O.
like halfway or more.
Wow, good for him. Wow, what a stud.
And I'm kind of okay.
Yeah,
And
is
then-
this getting dirty?
No, again, there's no coming out. Like we're
Oh,
just kind
just-
of trying to
once it's
slowly
there, it's just
go. You know,
man,
slowly
really
let the rivers flow. And,
Okay.
I think I was in too deep at this point.
Where did
I
you-
honestly think
no
I was
pun
way in
intended,
over
Larry.
my head.
What did you then say? In Herman Simming, I bet this guy was an altar boy. I mean, seemingly
Very
there
much
was-
so.
I mean,
for years.
I hate to say that, and it's not funny if that's the case, but it seems as though this person has some. That's the deviance. That's why the Addison Rae thing really reminded me of this because it's just such the weird connection with this. His personal communion candle is just so odd.
It could have
to
been
me.
anything, really. It could have been
No,
any object. That one carries
Dan.
a lot of.
Yo. Oh, I see what you're saying.
I hear what Dumb's saying. I think we could all take a guess at his first thing he types into Pornhub.
Yeah.
Altar
Pope-
boy fantasies.
Altar
I
boy,
don't
yeah.
know.
Okay,
It's
probably.
terrifying.
Ooh, that's awful. That's a thing, huh? I didn't even think about that. That's probably a thing. Oosh. Anyway, so you guys, you get
titties.
to the end of it.
Well, no, we didn't get to the end. I think at some point there was another somewhat of a whelp, and I said, "You okay?" And he's like, "No, I think we're good now.
Okay, so
I think I'm kind of done." And I was
You
like,
didn't-
"Okay."
You didn't
well,
know he was done?
I was gonna say, yeah, there was no.
he was just kind of like, "That's good. Like we're done now. Like we're checking in anytime there's a sound, good or bad." And this one was kind of like, again, kind of scary. And he's
all
like,
right.
"No, I'm done.
So you're
I'm
getting-
done."
He's saying you're
And
getting too rough.
I again had really not tried to pull out yet. So when I tried to comply, and we're like, okay, it's done. Go to try to pull it out. I think I'd never messed with anal before, and things came out fast. Like as soon as you're ready to kind of eject, it's like all of it at once.
Yeah, so it shot out like a rocket.
Yeah, and I just like really quick was the release, and I was kind of surprised. And
Did you laugh?
No, I did not laugh because there was a bit of like a gross like shart.
Oh okay.
no!
It was followed by some companions.
Oh
yeah,
my
okay.
God!
Okay.
Okay,
And
so
like, of course, the candle's
slow
gross.
down. Hold on. So
Hold on. Yes.
you yank on the candle, it flies out, and as it flies out, this guy sharts as well.
Just a little bit.
Oh
and
my
again, it was
God.
kind of chunky,
Please
so it kind
donate.
of
By
is
the way,
self-contained a little bit.
By the way, dummies, please donate today because no chance this is getting
But
monetized
it
today. So please help us out. So I appreciate your donations today, big time. But no, so Jesus Christ. So there's a
sounded
big
like
mess in there.
kind of wet on the outro, right? And the
One of
stick's
those, yeah.
dirty, and like it wasn't like a projectile, right? Like I'm not getting gross, and I'm kind of only like kneeling one knee on the bed, so I'm kind of
Well,
like
it doesn't need to
out of the
project.
way.
Even a little bit's gross.
But
I'm going to be honest with you.
He's self-contained. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
squeezed it, closed off.
I heard
You don't
it
want
though.
that.
I
Well,
knew
I'm sure
what
you
happened.
smelled it as
Fecal
well.
flakes in the
Some
air.
smell.
I have 8 inches of a 12-inch candlestick covered in poop.
Yeah,
I
plenty
didn't
to
know if the shart's what I'm smelling.
Oh my God, this is insane. So you're like, I'm just trying to picture you, a 16-year-old girl. You weren't in like a Catholic school outfit.
No,
or
no,
anything,
no.
were-
Public
okay,
school.
'cause
Of course, that's where I
regular
met
outfit.
someone like this.
But so yeah, so you're just sitting there with this shit-covered candlestick.
By the
He's
skinny
crapped
end.
himself
Just a little bit.
a little bit, and you're now looking at him going,
What's next?
when's it my turn? Or what do you do?
Oh no.
Like what do you say to him then at that point? Or what does he say?
Where do I go with this? Because
Great question.
I mean,
Where do
we
I put
are
this?
kind of
Yeah.
running on the assumption no one's going to come home right now.
Right. Throw it out the window, throw
We've
it down
been
the steps.
upstairs for a minute. I don't know if that's true. He kind of just takes it from me.
Oh.
and
Perfect. What a gentleman.
Scurries ass out down the stairs. And I kind of
pants around his ankles, just like
no, the pants
shuffling?
are on. Pants
oh, you're
came
taking
off.
them all the way off.
Way
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that ruined a
Kind
little
of
bit
like
for me.
a Pooh Bear, just a shirt.
No,
Bare bottoms.
it's awesome. It's just a shirt, no pants, and a shitty candle in hand. Kind of.
You said it looked like Pooh Bear. Literally. All right, so you and Pooh Bear. Pooh Bear has no pants on. Pooh Bear takes the candle from you.
Does he at least grab the clean end, or he just?
Yeah, let's just say because
It
at
was
the
a very
handoff there's got to be
finicky
rough.
exchange of the small portion
Yeah, so
of this candle.
You hand
that's
like
clean.
this, right? And he goes, maybe I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna grab.
It's like passing the Olympic torch.
Okay.
Oh,
right.
you do this. You go like this, and I'm
The Olympic turd.
grab
Right.
like that. Okay, so he's now running off with it. Pants. Pooh Bear's running, no pants on, to go put it somewhere. Where does he put it?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I ever asked. This
You don't know.
situation had gotten pretty dark pretty fast,
Okay.
and I just went to the kitchen to wash my hands, and he went to the bathroom, and I don't know where this candle went. If it went down the toilet in pieces, if
I'm
he put
pretty
it in the
sure he
bathroom
saved it.
garbage.
Oh, that's in a baggie somewhere.
He only
Absolutely.
had brothers, so I don't really know if there was a bathroom garbage.
Yeah, I went in a
point.
bag and got wrapped up for sure. And
Oh, yeah.
that's being used multiple times.
That's in the back of the closet.
Oh my God, that's insane.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of just went back and like sat on the futon upstairs. and
Okay, that was my next question. You go back
I
to
washed my hands.
his the brother's room.
I went back up to the brother's room. I think just because like my shoes were up there. I'd taken those off, but I didn't get undressed and like my phone or whatever. And kind of just like checking my phone, like, oh my God, what did I just do?
Yeah,
And-
did you text your friend? I just BF'd a guy with a candlestick.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking a lot of my girlfriends just heard this story for the first time.
Oh, great.
Maybe
Awesome.
one person I've ever kind of had a trauma confession that they went through something similar.
Campy's in
And
there in the chat. He says he definitely saved it. Yeah, I agree. He definitely saved it for sure.
The next one, you know,
Well, okay.
the next girl who was willing, I guess. Like,
Well, you say the next one then. So you did not go back for more other than you went upstairs, get your shoes. Does he come back in the room, pants on, pants off still?
yeah, I think he came back dressed, and because I'd gone up to his brother's room and kind of just sat in there on the couch,
Yeah.
the futon, like texting. He came back.
Do you think he
dressed.
went to the bathroom and finished things off because you didn't
Oh,
finish
God.
things off there? Or
I don't know.
honestly, I don't
really
know.
don't know. I don't remember it being very long where I would have had these thoughts. So it would have had to been fast.
Were you interested in having any sort of sex or anything at this point with this guy?
Beyond gone.
You
at
were
that point.
you were so disgusted by everything you'd just done and witnessed. And huge shout out to
There's no way that
Superfan
was coming up right after. No.
Superfan donation in there from Miller 2791. It says Pooh Bear, best comment of the show. Laughing rolling face. I agree. That was very funny. Mikey wants a Pooh Bear t-shirt. We'll get to that. Let's worry about the Another Dumb Show t-shirts and the Captain Content t-shirts first that are available at anotherdumbshow.com. If you don't have one, get them now. They're going fast, baby. Don't be left out. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be standing in line at places, seeing people wearing them. You'll be like, damn, why didn't I get one while I had the chance?
My sweet shirt, man.
I had my
Damn it.
chance.
Yep.
I complained about not, it came in on a weird pay week last week. Well, is pay week fixed this week? I'm going to anotherdumbshow.com right now, getting that t-shirt, God damn it. So you are in this bedroom and he comes back in, and then where do you go from there? What do you say to him when he walks back in the room? Does he walk, or who says what when he walks back in?
There was kind of an understanding we had somewhere to go afterwards.
Yes.
And
yes, I can see
there
that.
was a bit of silence, a little bit of, okay, well.
An awkward
you ready?
silence.
It was kind of just like after some time had
So
passed.
this
It was
was-
just like, all right, you ready? And I was like, yeah, let's go.
This was almost, as this finished, you both realized that, well, this is probably the end of our relationship here at this point. You're or at least I'm assuming you're done with him at this point. It's time to call it quits.
For other reasons, things I think fizzled out in the next month. I honestly was.
Oh, you saw him again after this.
We were kind of together.
Yeah.
And so this was like almost my high school partner at the time.
Oh my God. So I assume though that would be like okay, well, we've done it, and we've
peaked.
I've kind of figured out what you're into, and I really wasn't that. Not that. That's not my thing. So maybe we just kind of wrap it up here.
Yeah, that's like awkward looks in the hallway at high school. Like that's
like, how do you, it was awkward that moment, and then what did you think was going to happen after that? Just you don't speak of it again. You just say, "Hey, did you like the tater tots at lunch today?" I mean,
right.
That's
Like,
literally how it went.
I mean, well, I had a school club to go to afterwards, so I'm pretty sure I got a ride to that, and he dropped me off. I think someone else picked me up. I wish we had maybe broken up after this, but I had taken maybe the next month or two to kind of realize I was queer questioning. And that's why we ended up breaking up. I'm honestly thinking maybe the candlestick thing shocked me out of wanting to sleep with men for a moment.
It's understandable.
And was like, hey, I've always known I want to try it out, and I'm about to go off to college soon. So I was like, hey.
So it was chick time.
Yeah, I kind of knew I was going to get away from my narrow-minded town and feel a little more comfortable coming out.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you did so.
And I also unfortunately allowed this person to remain friends with me. And that went really south and scary.
What do you mean?
He in no shorter terms kind of stalked me.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, I mean, I mean, you find a chick who's willing to do that to you once, you don't let them go
without even second guessing it.
Yeah. You, that's
she's down.
That's your unicorn.
That's my bae.
I mean,
he let that candle go pretty quick, but
even though, I imagine I'm pretty sure that candle's probably still in his side table right now as we speak. Poo Bear, that's in his little honey in his little honey pot
maybe
right next
he
to his
used it
bed.
at his wedding, so
he's married now and everything.
I think I don't keep in touch because obviously terrified of the person.
What? So yeah, stalking has a pretty broad definition. Did he just start harassing you? Did he show up at all the different places you'd be? All the kind of stuff.
We'd been in a group of friends, and he got really possessive over text one time, and I said, "Hey, I need some time. You're being really weird.
Yeah,
I don't like this." And I had a girlfriend at the time.
So the text was weirder than the request.
Yeah, really. I guess it takes a lot to freak me out. And my girlfriend at the time said, "Hey, dude, back off. Like, you're being weird." He just wanted to get lunch with me every day. Was kind of possessive of my time. Was jealous I had a partner I was spending time with because we had been great friends and spending a lot of time together.
Okay, now I'm a little confused. So you'd moved on. Did you guys break up?
Yeah, we broke up, but we remained friends, and I went off to college.
Okay, and then you get a girlfriend there because you've decided you're queer now.
Yeah, it took some time, but eventually, honestly, I think this is some time is passing in this story we're jumping to the point where he's now stalking me. I think this is a year later.
Well, that's what I'm saying. In that year, how long how long was that all going on? I guess was he just you guys were friends and being normal?
Friends and kind of normal until I got a partner, and then it got real. Like he thought he was keeping me in the hopper, and he got obsessive and controlling of my time.
Gotcha.
As a friend, and I said, that's you need a boundary. Don't talk to me for a week. And he didn't respect that. And showed up at my girlfriend at the time's condo. Showed up. I didn't come home a lot for weekends, but I guess I heard from my parents months later he had showed up at their driveway to show them he bought a new car. And I had told him, please don't talk to me.
Yeah, right.
And he showed up at my parents' house to try and play buddy-buddy and talk to my brother and my parents. And
Work the back door. Work the back door again.
The family.
Coming in through the back. He's a fan of backdoor plans, backdoor action.
So all right. So he tries to go. So basically, you say, "Stay away from me," and he doesn't listen. He's you block him. I'm assuming from being able to reach you, and he's going through every other.
Eventually, it got to the point of yes, he's contacting me, starting to kind of show up on my path to classes, getting a little funky.
That's weird.
And I said, "Hey, dude, this is your legal leave me alone statement. If you don't leave me alone, I will do something legal about this. Please stop." And this another 3 weeks have gone by, and I worked a late night job on campus, and I came home, and I don't know where my roommates were at the time, but I basically came to my door, and I don't know if anybody's been to college recently. There's a lot of barriers. You have key swipes, and you only get into your dorm. Sometimes you can't even go up the elevator or use a staircase unless you have one of these key cards.
Yeah. Okay.
It's nuts. So he somehow ended up on my floor of my building, not a lot of people lived in front of me in my door to my dorm room.
Oh my gosh.
And basically he was like, "You're going to talk to me right now." And that's that. And I was like, "No, I'm not. I don't have to do this. You're scaring me." And he's like, "You're talking to me right now. You're not going to leave me alone." And I started to try and walk back towards the elevator, and he started following me. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little small and fast. And I got him far enough down the hallway that I darted around him, ran back to my door, put my key card in, got in, slammed it. He was trying to push it open. And I got my wardrobe was right there, and it was like this big kind of like portable closet. And because I lived in a triple, we had like 3 of them, and it was way too close to the door. So I laid on the ground, put my feet up against this wardrobe, and slammed my back till I shut the door.
Oh my
God.
God.
I didn't care if I broke a
Yeah.
finger. I didn't care. I was like, you're getting out of here. Because it's like midnight. I'm getting home from my dorm.
Was
I
some
worked in other
maniac trying
dorms.
to push his way in your room.
Yeah, because I wouldn't talk to him. And I said, please stop
scary.
talking to me, and would not. And I basically had to call down to security because my job, I kind of knew about the campus security. And I said, like, hey, I'm in room X and this is happening and I need help. I don't feel safe. I don't even know if he can get in here. I need an escort and I need help.
It now, yeah.
Yeah. And so they did come and get him, and they escorted me like out of the building to a safe place. And then I had to like meet with like a student advocate like immediately. Like they found someone on campus that's like an adult professional that lives on campus, I guess. And I had to go there and meet with this person and give a testimony. And it got out of hand. I ended up having to go to like conduct court about it.
Wow.
But because it happens on campus, you can't take it to the real police. So I couldn't get a real restraining order, but I got a campus restraining order.
Okay.
And a promise that if one more thing ever happened, they would present the evidence to a criminal body, like
Did
to
this
the
guy
police.
even go to your school?
Yes.
Oh,
We
he
did go to the same college.
Oh, he followed you there. Jeez
Yes.
Louise. What a psycho.
And the fun thing is, he did eventually get I got a persona non grata against him, which means person not around, not seen.
Now, Low's ball says if only it had a gun in that instance.
You can't have a gun on campus. You can't even have pepper spray or a taser.
If you had a
You
gun,
can't
go.
have, wait a minute.
You can't have
pepper
anything
spray?
and live on the dorms.
You can't. No, because they got campus security. They don't want you with weapons and stuff.
Pepper spray?
No.
A woman shouldn't have pepper spray
Brass
walking from
knuckles,
class to
taser,
class?
nothing.
I think it's the rape whistle that you're.
They got big blue alarm buttons you can go hit.
You're
That's it.
kidding me. The campus does not let you carry pepper spray.
Nope, not at least in the state of Ohio.
Jeez Louise, that's freaking
But if
ridiculous.
you had a gun, would you pull the trigger?
I would have been in a dorm room with other people across the hall from me. I would have shot somebody sleeping in their bed if I had a gun in this
Wake
instance.
somebody up.
Freaking Puerto
hell.
Rican is saying, so she's telling us she had a boyfriend and decided she was gay, and the boyfriend was a psycho. Just tuning in. No, she BF'd him with his communion candle, and he became obsessed with her and started stalking her. Followed her to her college, chased her around for a year. She in that year realized that she was queer. I guess what we would determine bisexual, or I don't know, in the men and women at least, maybe more. I don't know, but at least that much. And found a girlfriend, and the guy who she BF'd with the communion candle turned in. And I don't mean to laugh about it, but he turned into a crazy stalker and chased her down and showed up at her dorm room. And she had to. It says he was beating the door down. You had to
It was terrifying.
barricade yourself in the room. That's insane.
That sounds scary.
That's
It was
terrifying.
a real, like, I'm going to have a heart attack moment. And I'm not going to lie, this is a part of why I ended up failing out of Kent was this event gave me such severe panic attacks. I was having heart palpitations and I fainted on my way to class.
Oh my God.
And I went and got EKGs done. They could never find an irregular heartbeat.
Yeah. Well, you're having panic attacks.
Yeah, exactly.
That's-
I'm
that's
having
it,
panic
yeah.
attacks. And I just ended up like failing out because I would honestly
Well, how do you go back to that room?
I couldn't. I had to stay in my dorm room. Honestly, I really liked my roommate, and I had gotten this promise of he can't be around, and if he does, like he's gonna get
And he wasn't
more
removed from
punished.
school. There's no
No, not
video in the
removed.
no camera in the hallway that showed
They
this
don't. You've
maniac
paid.
doing this.
They don't. You don't get kicked off. You've paid.
Oh, he's
You're a
correct.
student.
Oh, they want his
So
money.
they're not going to remove him.
They could not keep him from doing anything but entering a space I had already entered. So if I entered into like the cafeteria and he was already there, it was my duty to leave. I couldn't force him to leave by showing up.
Wow.
Yeah, so I had to limit myself significantly on campus.
And inconvenience yourself in the process.
And they couldn't stop him from signing up for my classes. If he signed up,
Christ, you gotta be kidding me.
No, they can't stop someone from taking the same classes as you at all. Yeah. So your attacker, your abuser can be in your classes and they can't do anything.
Well, no wonder you didn't want to go back there
so
anymore.
I had so many panic attacks. I ended up missing some classes and fell behind.
Rightfully so. I wouldn't feel fucking safe.
Yeah,
it was a little messed up,
you'd got to get out. Yeah, you can't
I mean,
go
on
back
top
to
of
that place if they're not
because I
going to
was
protect you after all that goes on. That's baloney.
And I will say, me being ADHD was another huge factor. But when you're stressed like that, it doesn't help your brain work good. And if it's already messed up, I was burned out.
Paul is about to get booted from the chat if he keeps it up. So just giving you a heads up, Paul. I'm not trying to do all that in there. Okay. The only person that gets nudes sent to him is me. So deal with it, buddy. No, like apparently he's I don't know. This Megan girl in there must be real hot because it's the second or third time around that people are getting all hot and bothered over this chick.
These are 4-pixel users.
Seriously, it's like I don't know how big these pictures are that they're seeing, but I got literally it's this big. I mean, I don't know what they're seeing, but yeah, send me some pics of this Megan chick if she's that hot. My God,
He's
you guys,
I can confirm it's a girl.
Well, just
hot AF.
Seriously, it's like, my God. And at what point do these guys think saying send me nudes is in a chat thing is just going to work? She's just going to go, oh, fuck.
That's the first thing Dan said to me. He was like, hey, boobs or GTFO.
That might actually literally been the first thing I said to B1. Actually, let me see them.
Was it in a chat?
No, not a chat. It was probably in a DM or whatever. But that's weird in there. To knock that off in there. I don't like all this weird shit. So it's weird. No, I'm not. I don't literally want you to send nudes, Megan. I'm being silly. No, don't. I'm being silly. Just knock all that crap off in there. I don't like that.
And to think like the weight of the man's like hardest through his stomach. They always have those sayings, girls. If you go through the back end of that man, run away.
Oh yeah, it's the opposite. Oh, I see what you're saying. So the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. You're saying if you go through a man's heart through his back door, run from that guy. The woman.
Take this PSA from Allie.
If he lets you do that,
she is wise. Listen.
If you break ground in the back door, beware.
Yes. Yeah, the guy goes nuts.
Yes.
I did see a pretty weird thing. I tweeted yesterday. I've been tweeting out at the beginning of the show a little bit of what I'd like for us to talk about. And I mentioned yesterday in my tweet that I thought Beyonce was a liar. Because did you see the story where she came out and do you remember a few weeks ago, I don't know, probably literally almost I think the day we started here, Lizzo got in trouble for the word spaz being in one of her lyric in one of her songs because it is it refers it's ableism.
And I think honestly for a lot of people that was the first time they've heard that spaz is not a great word to use or something. For me but I understand now, I guess. I mean, to me everything kind of puts I'd use spaz to me was like
an action
in the 80s. Yeah. 80s it's an 80s word to me, spaz.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what I think of too.
Yeah, like when you would say it for just people who were just like when they weren't acting, they were going nuts. They'd be spazzing out, right?
Yeah.
But that refers to people who have cerebral palsy and they have spastic movements, and like Donald Trump making fun of that guy or whatever.
Right.
So, number one, I believe this is only the media. First off, trying to go back to that and save face from the whole Trump thing, like, because they really went hard on him when he did the whole making fun of that guy with the spastic movements and everything. So I think that this is a kind of a woke reply to all that. They're like, oh shit, we went after him, so we got to go after everybody now. So even Lizzo's going to get it. So
I've even seen a lot of backlash about people. It's not getting as much coverage as spaz, but people have gotten backlash for saying crazy and insane too. And they're really trying to crack down on,
that's next.
You're nuts. Kind of.
Can't say nuts.
Yeah,
you can't say nuts.
They don't want you to really just use any kind of common slang that is like making light of mental health.
That is loco.
The mental health front is happening.
But I guess if you probably look up the origin of the word spaz, it was probably some guy who hung out with somebody who was spastic and he distorted. Quit being a spaz. They were probably actually cool. And, it was just them hanging out. And he was like, quit being a spaz, you spaz. And the guy was like, I'm not a spaz. Come on. And then, it just took off from there. You know what I mean? It was just All the buddies did it, and the people that were in the spaz community probably said that to each other. And then now they're taking it back.
Correct.
They're taking it back. But Lizzo isn't allowed to say it. So that was 2 months ago, right? That Lizzo had that happen?
Yeah.
Well, yesterday, or the day before yesterday, Beyonce got in trouble for the same thing because her new album just came out, I think,
like
last
over the
Friday.
last weekend. Yeah.
Okay.
So she just got in trouble for it, and she's come out and said that she now vows to remove the ableist slur. The word will be replaced.
So she had to know it was coming.
Was she
That's
making
my
this
whole
album
point.
in a cave?
You pull that up, Dan. That's why I say this is actually somebody who I believe this is a person who suffers from spastic things.
Is this the right one? I think it's the other one here. This one?
No.
Yeah, here's a guy who he says I've lived all my life with small, uncontrollable body movements and nervous energy. I'm often a bit weird, jittery, and have tendency to freak out. When I was a kid, I was told I was a spaz, and somehow I was less accepted because of it. At Beyonce, lyrics suck. Spaz needs to be dropped from rap. Now, the reason I say that Beyonce, because Beyonce's now said she's going to take all that down and it's going to take it out of her songs.
I haven't heard this song. What context is she using? I know it's no context across any.
I actually
across any board.
She had he had the lyrics. You could kind of see him in that tweet, Dan. You able to read them on your screen because they were pretty small. I couldn't really see them. If you're able to, I can't really pull them up on my scene. Read them.
Spazzing on that ass. Spaz on that ass.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I don't even really know the context of it. Really, at that point,
Sounds like a dude's spaz. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe getting it spazzing on that ass. You know what I mean?
Sounds like some bedroom talk with like her and her hubby.
Well, either way, we're not allowed to say it anymore.
I really don't know what she's trying to reference.
Well, the reason I actually don't care. The thing I do, the thing that bothers me is that this sincere apology, or well, not an apology, but the fact that she didn't apologize. Actually, she may have since, but at least when I first read about this, she didn't apologize. She just said it would be replaced. But this is 100% done. When Lizzo let that song out, it didn't dawn on Beyonce or any of her people that that word is in one of her songs on the album that's about to come out. That nobody, the person that sang that song, didn't see a story that was everywhere. And I would argue, because she's also an African American female artist in the pop / R&B world, would probably be keeping up with what the other one is doing. I would assume, because because I saw Keyless come out, the Milkshake Girl. She got mad at Beyonce for sampling or one of her songs without asking. And she even said, she goes, we all keep up with each other. We're all female black artists in this industry. We keep up with each other. So I'm assuming that means Beyonce probably kept up with Lizzo.
No way. No, she's successful and wealthy enough. She could seriously live in her mansion, live in a cave, and just release content. She doesn't need to know what's happening.
How
in
many
the world.
people are on her PR team?
Now
fire
that's a
the
huge
entire
problem.
team.
Yeah.
Fire the entire team.
I definitely think the PR team got
But
more
also,
heads up.
Beyonce saying the words, she's saying it came out of her mouth. So she's aware she did it. So my point in all this is, this is 100% left in so that when her album comes out, it will get, Beyonce doesn't need publicity, but everybody needs publicity. So it's 100% left in, so it will end up being bad publicity, because all publicity is still in the end good publicity.
Right.
So because I just find it such bullshit that she or her Beyonce, one of the biggest stars in the world, who probably has the best PR team, didn't say, holy shit, Beyonce, did you look through your lyrics one last time to see if there's anything that's ableism that might, and maybe spaz in particular? That's a pretty memorable word. They didn't ask, did you use the word "the" in one of your songs? You know what I mean? Like, she knows she used spaz. It's memorable. She remembers it. So bullshit that they didn't change it ahead of time. The album could have been changed before it was released. So I find this whole thing to be bullshit. They knew it was there. They left it in on purpose after the Lizzo thing came out, because as soon as the Lizzo thing came out, they could have fixed it. Behind the scenes, nobody would have been the wiser.
I do kind of see that.
Yeah. So no, she left it in so that when her album comes out, somebody's going to listen to it, go, holy shit, she did the same thing Lizzo did. Let's put it everywhere. Because really, in the end, nobody's going to stop listening to Beyonce or Lizzo because of those words. Maybe 10 people in the cerebral palsy community. Are you going to stop listening? I know you're
no, but it really
woke.
makes me upset to know that someone would take it. It's almost more upsetting to know that she's just putting it, like you're speculating that she just put the lyrics in there because it's the hot issue to get her album to go viral.
Not that she put them in there, that they were left in there.
Left in there. I would almost say she probably wrote this song to say Spazzin' as many times as she could, just to get the viral moment. And that's like really messed up to kind of take advantage of a community just because it's the viral thing happening right now.
I find it to be reprehensible. Even
also isn't spaz? Yeah, I've heard spazzing out in rap songs like a bunch of times, and I don't necessarily think of people that are spasmatic
no, but it does make sense. Now I have a question for you. Now I have we're going to wrap things up here in a second, but
but did you see the super chat? It said make Dan read more things.
No, I didn't. Because you were struggling. You were with the
what does that say? Spazzing on that ass.
Dan was great. Dan was like, "Oh, hi, man. I can't read anything." And Campy agrees with me. Dumb's probably right. A lot of the shit is all set up for publicity. Yeah, I totally believe it is.
Because the non-woke me goes, dude, they cut this album how long ago? She's hunkered down in a mansion. Yeah, her PR team should have seen it. And now the woke dumb goes, dude, stop being a dumbass.
Well, no, it's
it in there.
No, they're expecting the woke people to jump on it and jump on the bandwagon. And they did, and they did, and now she's.
And now we all know Beyonce released a new album.
Exactly right. Exactly.
Correct.
But
my
now
woke Twitter feed definitely let me know. So
I had to have a conversation with my kids because for whatever reason, and I kind of surprised by this. My ex-wife, when one of the kids is being weird or the dogs are acting up or whatever, she says. And I heard the boys started saying this, and you tell me, guys, if what I should do about this. 844-HIT-DUMB, 844-448-3862. Alex is on hold. I'll get to you in a sec, buddy. Or I'm assuming it's a guy. My ex-wife and the kids, they say, quit. If they notice somebody acting weird or the dogs are acting up, they say, "Oh, they're so special."
But
what does that mean?
No.
Now, what do you think that's short for?
Loud and clear.
Special, right?
Yeah.
Now, special is like another way to like the R word.
It's a euphemism.
It's like the R word, basically. It's kind of what special dance around for the R word.
Yeah.
Now, they've come up with their own dance around for the dance around. They're just going, they're tangoing over there. So I said to the boys, I go, guys, I didn't outwardly say stop saying that. I said, guys, what we don't realize is what I said is straight up. I said that's short for special, and special is implying, somebody who might have some sort of disability. So probably might want to consider what you say, before you say that. And they still say it like it's nothing. Could be in special. They say it to the brother, like if the one's acting weird.
They probably
or they
told
say
you that for saying that.
Yeah, it could be
being so special.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop acting so. Okay.
So, and I just wonder, like, should I jump in and tell them to stop doing this?
It's a weird.
I don't know because I don't want to have to call their mom and say, "Hey, look, do you realize what you're doing is potentially, gonna get them kicked out of school?"
Did they say they got it from their mom, or
No, I know I've heard just in talking about this, like they'll say, yeah, mom will say how special the dog is. It's usually talking about the dogs a lot of times.
Oh, boy.
Okay, yeah.
But they will use it for each other. So it's
morphed into his own thing now. It is.
Well, they all do it.
And boys that age, as soon as you tell them it's a bad word, it's almost they're doing it just because it's bad to do.
My kids are actually pretty. They're not real bad like that. They really aren't. Unless a lot around me. They might be doing it behind my back, obviously, probably. But, they're little angels as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, they're ready to bite at each other at any
they're
moment.
not angels. Brady got in trouble in school this year. Almost got kicked out of school for fighting. Shay beat the shit out of some kid at the campground. It was a lot. It was crazy.
I felt so bad the first time I met your sons. I just quickly said, I always accused my mom of having a favorite. And I started a fight over here in the corner. They were like, oh, yeah. He's mom's favorite, but that's why I like dad. He's fair. He's like, he doesn't like either one of us.
So, Greg says the entire English language is being canceled. Time to speak Hungarian, I guess. Well, I by curious saying, wait, So spesh is the new R word. So R word is now free to use. No, and he's using the full word, and I really am not interested. I don't like using that word. It makes me feel weird now, even though it was still to this day. It confuses me because it's. Never mind. I'm going to get myself.
Okay, then.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Not then, but not now. Yes. But Proby Smasher says Allie's a spesh pass. Put that on a t-shirt, Tom.
When I was a kid, I did go to a gifted school, and I think that used to be a euphemism for some things back in the day. So people would always be like, "Oh, no. you went to a gifted school."
Wait a minute.
What does that mean?
Wait a minute. I was in the gifted program.
Yeah, but for some reason,
I was told it was for being smart.
Yeah,
You're
that's what I
implying
always
that
thought.
it's not what it's for that.
Well, a lot of people had extra questions for me.
They did tell me I was special very often for being in that class. Oh shit!
High energy.
Damn, was I in the special ed class and didn't even know it?
You did say your parents didn't have to let you know where you were going.
I actually know that I wasn't because we had a name for the program I was in. It's called Alpha. The Aurora Learning Program for High Achievers.
High Achievers.
Damn.
Got kicked out of that in about, 7 months, I think, because I could not stop laughing one day. She was showing a video about bee reproduction, and I couldn't stop laughing. They just kept saying stuff about sex and bees and the male and the female and having sex, and I was giggling it up. Mrs. Jimenez finally looked at me and said, "Mr. Street, you've had every chance to be a part of this program. We've given you every opportunity to remain here. You've demonstrated that you belong here based on your achievements. However, your immature attitude is no longer welcome here, and you are no longer a part of Alpha. Please go back to your regular classroom." So
you had to go back to the beta class?
Back to beta class, baby. So that was the end of Alpha for me.
I knew you weren't in there.
Well, I was too mentally too. I was like a 4-year-old hanging out with all the the older kids.
They were always trying to kick me out of my program too. I was always so talkative. I'm not gonna lie, I got the worst suspension one time because I told a kid our school was haunted, and he lost his mind and refused to come back.
You look like fucking Wednesday Addams. That's the wrong person to say.
And I did back then. That was my peak Wednesday years, and I long-haired, dead eyes looked this kid straight in the eyes and was like, "Yeah, if you go down that hallway, we don't know what's gonna happen to you."
Fucking ring girl in your class, they're coming for you.
And he refused to come back to school for a week. His mom called and demanded I be kicked out, and they were like, "Okay." I had to go to some sensitivity training or something. I got told why it's bad to pick on people.
Okay, now we're getting down to it, guys. Now we know why Allie is as woke as she is. She had to go to sensitivity training as a toddler.
I genuinely also just believed the school was scary as hell. So I really thought it was haunted, and he wasn't cool, bro. He couldn't hang.
What a bully, man. Jeez.
I got him in on the insider knowledge, and he folded. So.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap things up for us on another Dumb Show. I appreciate all of you guys hanging out. Thank you to the League of Dummies for hanging out today. If you've not taken a moment to like today's video, please hit that thumbs up for me. I appreciate it. Smash it. Smash that thumbs up like the Hulk. If you've not subscribed to our channel, please take a moment to do that. If you listen on the podcast, I noticed the podcast numbers have been going way up. So we are gaining a lot of people who are listening on the podcast. So thank you to all of you who are listening on the podcast. I really appreciate that. So please, again, don't feel left out when I mention League of Dummies. They're just in there, they give out those super fan donations. They hook us up. So I got to give them a little bit of extra love. But again, don't feel left out when I mention them. Alex, I did say I'd get to you. So he's calling back. So let me grab Alex real quick. I pay for these damn phones, so I'm going to answer them. Just had to pay for them today, as a matter of fact. So Alex, you're on another Dumb Show. What's up, dude? Alex, it's you. Okay, perfect timing. Good stuff. All right. So good. I wanted to go home anyway. So alrighty, guys. No, I appreciate everybody so much, especially again on the podcast, the YouTube, everybody that has been supporting us all over. I appreciate it. If you've not taken a second, the podcasters, you guys, you need to help us on YouTube too. So if you're listening on the podcast, that doesn't get me anywhere as far as hooking us up with ducats. You can't shell out the ducats on the podcast. You can only do it on the YouTube. So get over there at some point and at least subscribe to our channel. That way YouTube will keep sending us around because we're officially too controversial for YouTube. And so most of our videos are not being served with ads, or if they are, we don't get paid for them.
We're too special for
We're
YouTube.
too special and spastic for YouTube. So, all right, Alex tried back. If you hang up, Alex, I'm going to block you. So, hi, you're on another dumb show. Hi, you're on another dumb show. Alex, go ahead. Can you hear me? Alex, it's you. You're on another dumb show. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Let's go.
Hey,
Damn.
hey.
Awesome self. Hi. Sorry, Alex. Alex, hold on one second.
I was watching the show, and I was like, my bad.
Oh, maybe we nailed the delay. It looks like about 20 seconds right there, actually. So I think we figured it out. So, but real quickly, before I get to Alex, big shout out and thank you to Aussie Sam with a huge super fan donation, $100, man. Jeez Louise. Holy cow. Thank you so much, my dude.
Thanks, bud.
I really appreciate it. Alex, what can I do for you, my man?
Hey, what's up, man? I just wanted to say, I love the show.
Thank you.
I was on the phone with you, episode 16, talking shit about B1, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
I was a big fan of Allie until yesterday. I don't want to dredge up the past, but Jesus Christ, if you've never been put in a situation where you're like, fuck, if I had a gun, this shit would have went different.
I think she just described one, though, honestly.
Yes,
and she said she wouldn't have shot the guy.
I've literally worked at a pizza shop while it's being robbed. I mean, tell me another situation I should be in with a gun.
She stayed true.
Right. But that man had every right to defend his shop.
Yeah, you're entitled to have your opinion on it. We all saw the same video.
Yeah. But for him to have like a gun in his shop, I live in Lorraine. Every shop around here has a gun in their shop. Gas stations, convenience stores. They have because they have reputations of people walking in thinking about.
Have you been wrung out by any of them with their hand on the trigger the whole time, though? That was my biggest.
No.
Yeah, well, I think
with the video.
Well, I think because I watched a little bit of what yesterday's show, and I was trying to, I understand why people are so angry at Allie. I do understand that, but I think it was Allie. I think has heard enough stories of like old guys that are having a home invasion, just kind of waiting to shoot somebody, and that's what I think it was you saw the guy with his hand on the trigger, ready to go right off the bat, and that seems like
you have a right to own a gun, but you should really know what your rights with that gun are. And I just had a lot of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like as a gun owner and a business owner, can you sit at the register with your hand on a rifle? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. The general consensus was, hell yeah.
Well, it turns out that
you're looking at the camera and you see a car backed up into your establishment, and a guy walks into the front door with a semi-automatic weapon pointed at you. I'm shooting first. I'm not going to be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not a gun guy, but I gotta agree. If you do have a gun in your hand and there's somebody pointing a gun at you, you're gonna have to drop him.
If you were him,
we gotta drop him, and it made me sad. And Alex, thank you. I appreciate it, dude. I don't want to spend the whole day on that, but thank you for listening, dude.
No, I get it. I didn't want to judge up the past.
No,
I still love you, Allie, but you gotta get woke, girl.
Thanks, bro. Sorry, I hung up on it.
The woke better get woke.
It's a weird. Well, yeah, everybody's definition of woke seems to be going in and out at this point.
I just got to get a little,
I think they want you to be
centrist about it.
To be more honest, you would want somebody that has a clear mind when it comes to a situation like that to have a weapon in their hand. To me, I would love for Allie to be behind me with a weapon in her hand because she's also thinking of the other end. She's not going to kill somebody and take a life. You're not going to cross that avenue.
Yeah,
and you're right. I think old guy Jones behind the counter.
Yeah,
who knows? Like, what's his mental capacity? Like, what if he just thinks he's seeing an intruder every day after this because he's traumatized by this event?
Well, he said
maybe would.
I did see a video with him saying that it's actually he's blaming it on the politicians, saying that for letting all of the criminals out when they get in trouble. He said it's been a very bad summer, I believe, lately, and that's why he was pretty much armed and ready because they've had a lot of funny business, as Dan said. So let me take this one more call, and we're going to wrap things up here in just a sec. Greg said, Alex, the second call was much better. LOL. Yeah, the hang-up call sucked. Appreciate the... Mallory, you're on the Dumb Show. What's up, Mallory?
Hi, guys. Been a while since I called. This is completely off topic from what you were talking about, but when I called, you weren't talking about this. Do you have any plans of like another meetup? being so far away, like I'd have to plan ahead of time. So I didn't know if like you were.
Would you like
something?
Should I plan a meetup?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. We're gonna hang out together with everybody. Okay.
Yes.
I actually spoke to. Strangely enough, weird coincidence that you mentioned this, Mallory. I mentioned Dylan Cerruti is back on the team, help sponsoring and partnering with Another Dumb Show. He actually wants to work together with us to do some sort of promotion where we maybe we work with a bar, get together with a bar, put something together with them. And we'll get everybody there, and maybe Dylan, I think he said something about maybe getting some tickets or some food for people.
Nice.
And kind of covering that kind of a deal. So a lot of stuff coming up here, I think, in the future. Again, Larry being out of town, we're kind of just in a little bit of a hold right now because I don't want Larry to feel unincluded. Number one. Because Larry gets very mad. But no, there's also just a lot of I wish I could talk about there's just stuff that is going on behind the scenes here that not necessarily even has anything to do with me directly.
A lot of moving parts around these places.
That where there's big things on the horizon is the plan here. So in the meantime, I kind of just want to focus on the show. And then we'll get Larry back. And then once we get him back, maybe we'll put together some sort of a meetup, and we'll try to give you guys a little bit of notice. Because, again, Dylan had an idea to do maybe something for like our 50th show. That's the middle of the week. It's like a Wednesday. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't think that would be a good day to do it. So I got to look at my schedule.
Probably not.
Yeah. Wednesday's a boring day to do it. So I got to look at my work schedule for DJing. Because I'm about to head into hardcore wedding season right now.
Oh yeah.
So I'll be.
I don't want to miss it because I didn't get to go to the last one, obviously, because I'm all the way out in Binghamton. But
yeah, the last one was very. I don't know if impromptu is the right word, but there wasn't a ton of scheduling.
It was impromptu.
Yeah, there wasn't a ton of scheduling that went into it. To be
Dan
honest
was
with you.
showering and jumped out quick to go. There's a meetup. We gotta go.
That's awesome.
They got put together.
Yeah, we used to listen to you naked. It was nice.
It's good. I appreciate that. Thank you. You're not the only one, buddy. So let's see. As I'm looking through my dates, I do have a weekend that might look kind of interesting, maybe. So we'll shoot maybe as we move forward. I had an inquiry for a date, and they were going to put down a deposit, and I haven't heard back from them. So kind of maybe that date's up in the air a little bit too. So there's a few different things, kind of moving parts here. So lot going on, but I promise you guys, we're not just going to sit here for 2 hours a day and talk to you. I have a lot more stuff planned other than that. Okay. I promise you. So, certainly. That's what made me a little upset. I felt, Mallory, you sent a nice email in about Allie, I believe, correct?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I wanted to tell Allie that I love her, and I felt bad for her yesterday because I felt like she's being attacked.
Oh, thanks, Mallory.
But I love you, Allie.
I love you. Thank you.
Yep, she said.
Thanks for watching every day.
She was trying hard not to email as much because I know people were getting upset. Mallory, you email and call frequently. I like hearing from you.
Anytime you want.
Dan, you have Dan's official approval. If Dan says that you can email, you call as much as you want. Deal?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Allie, she goes on to say, Allie, I hope you aren't feeling defeated, and no, we still love you. I hope you don't go anywhere. Mallory with a smiley face.
Yeah.
So
exactly. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you. I want to say thank you to everyone besides Mallory that reached out to me in any other capacity last night. Yesterday was pretty tough, and I really appreciate you guys. Yeah. There's like 5 or 6 people that really like me, and the other 196 don't, but that's okay.
Well, Allie, they don't like me either. Don't worry.
Oh,
hey,
stop.
It's a gang. It's a cool, fun little club we got.
We love
That's right.
Thank you, Mallory. I appreciate your support, and we will definitely let you know ahead of time so you can get out here and hang out with us. So where do you live again?
All right. Binghamton.
Binghamton, that's right. All right, cool. How far is that from here? I don't know that I don't think I ever got to Binghamton when I was on the show.
I've never been there. I wish I could be. Like 6-ish hours, I think.
Yeah, I think that's probably, I would say since I left the old show.
Is that
that's
New
the
Jersey?
biggest bummer. No, New York. It's one of the biggest bummers about it is.
Oh, I wish it was New Jersey. I love New Jersey.
when I went back to
I'm lame.
Oh my gosh. When I went back to the old show, the COVID hit, right? Almost like immediately after I went back. So all the places we were going to go, all the other cities that I hadn't been to yet, I didn't get to go to. So I was really bummed out about that. I was looking forward to going to Binghamton and like Allentown, all those places. I hadn't been to there yet. So
Allentown
You weren't really missing much with Binghamton.
no, I missed you. It sounds like. So I'm missing plenty. So Mallory, I appreciate it very much, and you enjoy the rest of your evening. And
All right. Thanks, guys.
thank you.
Bye,
Adios.
Mallory.
Thank you.
And you're not the only one. Mallory's not the only one, Allie. I got an email from Ronald as well. He said, wow, dumb. Your callers are angry. I agree with Allie. Guns are dumb, and this country would be better with fewer guns. I'm going to buy a Captain Content shirt just because she hates guns. Thank you, Ronald.
Yeah,
And
Ronald.
2 minutes later, an order for a Captain Content shirt
Awesome.
came in through anotherdumbshow.com.
We're
So,
going to pack your shirt with love.
I love it. I love it. You know what's weird? Instagram is so listening. I haven't seen a tie. I haven't seen, or heard the word tie-dye in probably 20 years.
Until I walked on this show.
You came on the show the other day and you tweeted something about, or we mentioned the shirts, and you said, let's have a tie-dye party.
Yeah,
or you tweeted
with
that
the white
maybe.
shirt.
With the
right.
white shirt.
The ADS logo.
I've been inundated with tie-dye videos on Instagram since that happened. But there's this one lady who's really good at
Oh,
it.
they're so fascinating.
Oh man, she's so good at
The
she
time
turns-
lapse?
She puts like a pair of scissors in the middle of it and spins it into a little spiral thing and puts masking tape around it. It's so cool. I'm used to like, I thought tie dyes, you grab one end of it and you dunk it in some nasty sink and stuff.
Oh no! Have you seen the woman who makes tapestry? She made like a VW bus out of it.
Pretty
Yeah,
neat.
no, people that are good at it are like, it's insane.
It was really neat.
Surprised.
I was fascinated by it. It's what is it? They say oddly satisfying.
Yeah,
or-
oddly satisfying.
That's what it was for sure. So
Sometimes
All right.
that's that ASMR crap, but
Yeah.
tie dye.
I had somebody send me a DM about that I should they must really like my voice.
Oh.
And wants me to start a ASMR channel.
They like your chewing sounds.
It was that and something I can't remember exactly what it was. It was something to do with the eating, but also like they like it when I get my really deep voice.
There you go.
And they want to talk about food.
The DJ voice, yes.
Hey baby. I sound like an idiot. I can't.
making
I
mac
can't
and
do it
cheese
that
over
long. Yeah. Again. B1. Oh man, people are going mad. You can F you, Allie, you dumbass. So no, okay. Apparently the vitriol started back up all over again for Allie. But well, she can't catch a break. But I'm happy to have her here. So you're not
Mostly
going.
because I just keep showing up. I'm reliable.
Well, yeah, like I said, you don't really go away. But I'm not going to make you leave. Dan, on the other
thanks.
hand, no, I'm kidding.
Hey, man.
He was supposed to get something, he didn't get. I'm just kidding.
That's what it is. You like Dan so much, you're afraid to get rid of me.
Well, in so many words. No, I'm just kidding. I'm very happy to have you both here. Lou, thank you for sticking around and hanging in with us today. Appreciate
Peace
it.
out, guys.
We, by the way, if you do, I mentioned that if you wanted to follow Allie and Dan, I mentioned I mentioned her Instagram and on my Instagram yesterday. I think I tagged you in something and you got a lot of mean messages, I think. You said not so many nice messages, but
A few nice people found their
maybe
way to
the
me.
people who like you will follow. What is your Instagram?
It's my
For the
handle's
show?
ADS Allie Rose.
Easy. Allie's with an I like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, ALIROSE. Obviously ADS.
And Dan the
Simple.
Sound Man has made one as well.
At Dan the Sound Man, yeah.
That's
It's ADS underscore
Oh,
Dan the Sound Man.
Yeah, ADS Dan the Sound Man.
ADS Dan the underscore or no?
I think there's an underscore Dan.
Okay. I haven't looked at it in a minute.
You're gonna have we're gonna have a fake Dan account
guessing.
before you know
I
it.
think you'll
So
see
better
it. I
get
think you just type in ADS.
If you go to
Dan the Sound
mine,
Man,
I
it'll come
tagged
up.
him. So
All right. Well, guys, thank you all for hanging out. Thanks to everybody on the chat and everybody on the podcast for listening or watching and all that great stuff. I appreciate it. We will be back live tomorrow at 5 p.m. Thank you, guys. We are out of here. See ya.
bye.